Go live now then.
Okie dokie doke.
No, guys, we are not stuck in the DMA, and we're not still stuck in the transporter buffer. We're fine. We're here. Hi, guys.
But boy, an easy situation to get out of. No one is damaged. Although maybe long-term problems, because now you've got, people who, Grey was dead and Cole was dead. How do ex-dead people in new bodies transporter buffer? Untested.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You might have, damage. I mean, that'd be kind of sad if Grey was doing fine and then suddenly just being in a pattern buffer for a few days is like, oh no, or a few hours. Hey, everybody!
Hey, Dr. Commander.
Oh, sorry then. Hello, Lord Foley, Captain of the Royal Arms of the Yeti Division 6 of the Goatee Pride. The fourth.
Speaking of that leads us straight into our first super chat. Good job. Not a band account throws in $10.
Oh god, shit. Okay. What is that? Oh god.
Half a shot.
Oh no.
It says, Commander, have you considered growing a goatee like Mir Spock? It'd look handsome on you. Hashtag Sam drinks.
Well, if I could. No, I could, but it's ginger, so it's very strange against my face, and it's so ticklish. I don't like it. It gets quite. I mean, I end up doing
Who hates that though, honestly. I know it's hard to say, but
yes, do something you don't like and you'll get used to it. But isn't that just what relationships are a lot of the time?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Marie's watching us.
Yeah, all right. No, she's actually doing something for the parents that I can't talk about because it's a surprise.
Yeah.
And you literally know they might be watching. You never know. I think you have to half a shot as well, Stuart, just to kind of join the party.
Well, actually, I've got this. I got a Crown Royal whiskey and cola whiskey cocktail, which is really good. And I also have a Fireball cinnamon whiskey.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, I'm going to destroy my throat even more, but that's okay.
Well, you may as well go big or go home and just sort of fire.
Half a shot.
I got some new, it's not fancy orange juice, but it's like definitely sweeter. And I managed to find, I was looking for cleaning supplies, and we've got this new store that's
Skynet.
Oh, beautiful. That's nice. We've got a big store box store. We don't have that many box stores in the UK because we don't have space for them. But it's kind of a box store opened up. It used to be a really fancy store, and now because there's a big space, now it's a box store. But it's good. They're big things. And they finally found my my special cider, the strawberry and cream, which is my local, literally my 5-minute away store. But apparently some other guy buys it all the time, and so I never go down there, so I rarely have them. But the flavour of these is fantastic, but they had cans only, so I've got, I bought 2 boxes of cans. So let's see if this still good.
34 viewers, 23 likes, guys. Hit that like button.
Please do.
Let's get those likes up. And
Ooh, that is so creamy, wow.
Keep in mind, I'm feeling a little sick, under the weather, my throat's sore.
Oh, baby, wow. Trying to be clever and all of it went bad.
Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, you're not feeling so good, sorry about that. Did you feel bad on Christmas Day as well, or is it kind of a oops today thing?
It started Christmas Day, yeah.
But most of it was okay, or just...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, Marie's brother's also now feeling a bit ill. There is something to your brain undoes, like stops you from getting ill in certain times, and then now you're fine, and now ill. Kind of keeps it at bay for a little bit.
Yeah, that's what Shatner says too. Like, he's professional enough that if he always holds off his sicknesses till after his performances, and then it just hits him. And I think that's definitely a thing that happens. So.
That's also like tiredness as well. Okay, not quite as sweet as not quite as a bit more tart than I remember.
Probably because it's in a can. I find that canned drinks and bottled drinks taste different.
Well, I watched a taste test thing. It was like ketchup. It was sachet, bottle, like all different things. I actually found that the sachets were better because they were sealed fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
But you'd think the bottle is not. Really reverse. It's a blind taste test of fun because there's no bias, is there?
Yes. Sorry for the coughing. That's fine. Not a band account throws in another $5. And says, Captain, do we know if the 24th century Earth countries still have distinct architecture styles? Example, France, Taiwan, England, etc. Hashtag cap drinks.
Oh,
I mean, probably we see Earth a few times in different areas, and yeah, I think there'd be homogenized areas, but they'd also keep the heritage of particular countries. Yeah, I would imagine so.
well,
So
well, not just that, but we found that having the oldness, having a physical book in the hand, even though everything can be on a pad, that became a preference for a lot of people because it's real. And I don't see the countries that are so distinct in their art style, art design, giving that up because they happen to be more universal. What
yeah,
makes them more special to have that uniqueness? I can actually see them being more, more unique, because that's like what sets them apart in this grander universe. I mean, you're not going to find France on Ferengi, so keep French how it is, France how it is. So I can see it being very. I mean, we saw in TNG season 1, it was like that's clearly France. I mean, no doubt. And it'd be sad if everything became homogenous, culture-wise. And what's kind of the point then? We lose all of our traditions just to be one big blob. So that's not really fun.
that's the funny joke though, because you go to Kronos or like Asia, you always see
Yeah.
like the same architecture. It would be nice to see different locations on those planets to see
Yeah.
the differentiation.
Well, in
'Cause there,
fairness,
there would be, like, let's be honest.
we tend to see like the government building and the head of
Yes,
military. So
it's true.
like we saw that with the Bajoran stuff a bit more. We saw a lot more because there isn't really much military on Bajor, and even in
Yeah,
like lower decks they cut to that that bizarre market which I wouldn't necessarily associate with Bajorans, but it worked fine.
yeah,
So yeah, no, that's yeah, that's the thing. Designing anything in the future is tricky because it's how can you possibly retroactively go from now and then like when they did the 31st century Earth. I mean, they did a good job considering, but it's like just make it sleeker and shinier and whiter and smaller
yeah.
lines. It's like maybe they'll just build nice looking buildings and not have to worry about it being super arty. I don't know.
Ozzy Medeiros says after this weekend's episode on Discovery returns on February 10th. Yeah, I was reading that, and that's weird because the trailer for Picard season 2 says coming mid-February,
Yes. Yep.
which I assumed would be around the 15th. So I don't know what they've planned and how they've reshuffled and reorganized
Planned.
everything. Well, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know.
No,
I think it's an odd choice for sure.
I think that was definitely a curveball. I think that was I'm sure there was a Nickelodeon thing. There's they didn't tell us until the last minute, give or take. I mean, it's great for us. I'm all for it. Please, seriously, please. But that means Picard's definitely been pushed. You're not going to have both at the same time. They've already shown that twice now. They'll move a show, so Picard's
Yes.
now be later.
It could be production problems, like they weren't finished Picard, and then also Strange New Worlds is in production, so maybe they're just kind of shuffling everything back a tad. Because I'm pretty sure Prodigy's done at this point.
Well, half of season, certainly not second half of season 1, but then also Prodigy did end on a cliffhanger mid part, so they clearly knew that was the mid part because there was a feel. And if this ends
Yeah.
on a half season note, then they knew that was going to be a half season note. You don't tend to build up to a half season unless you actually have a half season. No, I'm really surprised by it. It might have just been a press thing, show Picard coming then to kind of confuse people. Otherwise, it might seem too long in the future. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Sorry, Whiskey Trek says, but in the 24th century, they have completely forgot where Alameda is located, even though it is across the bay of San Francisco headquarters in San Francisco. Yeah, but places tend to get renamed. Even here in London, like the road that was called Airport Road, it was changed to Veterans Memorial Parkway like 10 years ago or something. A lot of people still refer to it as Airport Road, but a lot of younger people don't know that it was called Airport Road because they grew up with the new name. So yeah, it's changed the name of Alameda. That's all it is. So that's fine.
I mean, it's called New Alameda, but he didn't think to say. He didn't assume it'd be called the same thing.
Yeah, where's Alameda? I know our New Alameda. Oh, it's the same one. Okay.
Because I was going to say, well, he's a Russian cadet who has rushed the academy a bit, but yeah, you would think
Yeah.
he'd explore San Francisco. But also, I mean, how many of us who went to university didn't explore the town because it just didn't get around to it despite being multiple years? So maybe Chekhov just didn't explore San Francisco.
Well, you knew where certain pubs were or certain
Yeah.
stores, but you didn't know which districts they were in necessarily. You just knew where they were, So
Well, and not just that, but who is to say that Chekhov didn't beam home to Russia while not in class? Like seriously, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to. You know, don't always have to stay at campus, and we know they can just beam across the planet happily. So maybe he just didn't socialize much at the academy with people. I mean, that's
Maybe, yeah.
yeah.
Um, or he thought, well, Alameda is obviously from Russia because everything was invented in Russia. Not a banned account, $5. And get so much uniform
No,
hate.
sorry,
They
lost
betray
you
more
there,
militaristic
Stuart.
Starfleet in a
Lost you
time
there.
of high Klingon tensions.
Lost you there, Stuart. Sorry.
Why do the Monster Maroons get so much uniform hate? They portray a more militaristic Starfleet in a time of high Klingon tensions. Hashtag capturing. Well, the reason they're called Monster Maroons is because they're super uncomfortable to wear. They're hot, especially under the lights for filming.
Yeah.
And getting into them is like a process. But a lot of people refer to them as the Magnificent Maroons, and to be fair, it's one of the most popular uniforms. The reason you don't see them out and about on cosplayers as much as because they're expensive as hell.
Out in a boot?
Out and about.
Okay.
Because they're expensive and they have to be custom made, and finding all the accoutrements for it is difficult, and just it's expensive, it's costly. So I don't know if they get hate necessarily. I've never heard hate. If you're just referring to the term Monster Maroon, it's just something that was coined by the people that had to wear them on a daily basis. So.
No, well, yeah, exactly. And I think I mean, everyone is... People hate and dislike it. It's such a... And obviously hate always is louder. So if you hear one guy say, oh, I hate those uniforms, you'll register more than 10 people say, I love the uniforms.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, people respect them, but they certainly are the most homogenous and least Trek looking. But they're also the longest running uniform in Trek, literally in Trek history, like 75 years in one way or another. So they're literally the most used uniform. But they serve their purpose, they are dynamic. It's the detail that really sets them off, but it's such a, all the pieces together. And yeah, certainly, like you said, they're very expensive. I mean, I could have literally bought 4 of my costumes, the cheap ones, for that one. I mean, the belt cost an entire costume.
Yeah.
Literally, because you got to do it
Get
properly.
the right one, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I did have, the cheap one using Temporal Anomaly, and like the quality is not even like you get what you pay for. But I don't think it's hated. I think it's just some people freaking love it. Some small people really hate it, and then it's on everyone else's spectrum of like or dislike. I wouldn't, I think people like it in general.
30-something man-child puts in 2 pounds. Merry Christmas, Captain Commander. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Merry Christmas. It's kind of nice. We did our own personal Christmas, then now we're spending Christmas with you guys.
Yes, exactly.
That's nice.
Not a banned account, $5. Sorry about my voice. What do you predict a 24th century Buckingham Palace and House of Windsor family outbreak? 31st century.
Oh, 31st.
Well, 24th and 31st, he said. Long live the Queen. She won't live that long. Hashtag Sam drinks.
Well, I think that would be a historical landmark that would probably last into the 31st century.
Yeah.
I mean, remember, they rebuilt the Globe Theatre from the Tudor times. So that was 700 years ago or something. So I bet a lot of that, bet that, the Colosseum will be exactly the same in the 32nd of, some of these stuff is so iconic. If anything, there might be, like a zone of... I wouldn't be surprised if, like, for the whichever century, there's like a holographic barrier around the Buckingham Palace, which then, if you go into it, you then see the world outside the palace, contemporary to the palace.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, on a day of the week, they change it to the 15th century, or the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s. So you don't want to see spaceships or seeing the Queen's house. You want to go into the gardens and look out and you see, airplanes and like, oh wow, this is how it felt to be the Queen. So I could see that being.
Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking too. Like, it's like a museum when you wear the goggles with the earphones.
Yeah.
Look at a piece of art and get the story behind it.
Yeah.
I think there'd be something similar for that, so you can see how it looked throughout the ages.
Yeah.
And I think it would look very similar. It'd be updated, small little things, but yeah, something like that for sure.
Well, like I said, Globe, they deliberately didn't update it because that's they didn't put proper chairs in because that's not the point. I mean, there might be better made old chairs, but they ain't no fresh, comfy reclines of leather. Nope, they are very much and wooden. You do like Shakespeare, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go see a play when you're here next and go and see the Globe.
We should go to Stratford, the Avon Theatre.
Yeah, Dad's a fan. Dad's a fan of Stratford.
Well, he should come and see it here as well. because
Mm.
this is one of the biggest. This is a world-renowned one as well. I know it's
Oh,
not the original, but it's yeah. A lot of people come from all around the world to watch theater in Stratford here. Um,
okay. Fun.
well, a lot of actors get their start there. William Shatner, Christopher Plummer, like the list goes on and on and on. So, um,
Nice.
ISFJ 1009 puts in $10.
Thank you.
It says
This one.
$5 Merry Christmas, Captain. $5 Merry Christmas, Commander.
Oh,
That's good.
makes a difference. Makes a difference.
And JB throws in $40. Shot of the Christmas spirits for you both, for both of ye.
That's this
Because
one.
fighting Kurtzman is a full-time job. Hashtag both you folks. I still want to get that shirt made. Fighting Kurtzman is a full-time job.
Yeah. Orange juice, very sweet, doesn't it? Kind of. Yes, I had more vodka. Thank you, and that obviously helps us a ton because, guys, we have had a pretty. Discovery has been less interest than we thought. It's strange, and that obviously equates to views. Or the lives have still been fantastic, but
It's better, but yeah, for some reason this year it's just ad revenue. Things might have changed and stuff. So
yeah, it's really strange. And so we've
thank
had
you,
it.
Jay.
So we've had quite a struggle I mean, we take it on the chin, but December's been pretty hard for us. So this is definitely going to be let's see if we can balance the book sort of day. And 40, as you guys know, is like a huge percentage even on minimum in a normal live. And so we're doing great. So just keep the cheer, and hopefully this will average us out. Well, then Christmas obviously comes and pulls away our bank account, but that's okay. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what Sylvia got me. The Black Series Mando helmet.
Oh, rather than the Fiverr one or whatever it was.
I went off a Wish, which was nice, but I gave that one to my son, and I took the good one.
Yeah. What's the differences? Because you've had both.
This one's bigger and fits better.
Mm.
Chrome finish is a lot nicer. You can
Yeah.
actually see better. And the inside's all detailed. It's got like working lights.
Oh
and,
shit! Wow, that's what
Yeah,
you want
it's
to
like
see. Which obviously you can't see me wearing it, but that's not the point.
Well, no, yeah, but it's got all the padding and like
That's
gizmos
cool.
and stuff in there.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at the London Sci-fi store because we don't have that many custom Sci-fi stores in the UK anymore. And it's the one where the Enterprise D is hang up in the ceiling, like I've seen it before. And they had this 60-year-old mum talk to a cashier person, and they're near our zone. And they were like, "So he really loves the Mandalorian. What have you got from that?" And it's like, "Well, come look at this Black Series helmet for £250 and this £350 Baby Yoda statue. That much? Yes, that much."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I just want to buy him a freaking Christmas present. I want to spend £300 on a figure." I think she did buy them. I think she bought one. But he was like, "Oh yeah, the best quality," and it's just like, it's a little Baby Yoda. Why is it this expensive?
Sideshow Collectibles just released a quarter scale, so 1/4 scale Mandalorian figure, which I saw on Adam
Wow.
Savage's Tested channel last night.
Mm.
So this tall or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's super nice. Really great quality. So yeah.
Well, I'm sure that, even an extra 2 inches of overall dimension for a figure, the detail levels might just increase so much compared. You assume that anyone that big, 3 foot miniature would be like, wow, this is almost real,
Yeah.
But I'm gonna start sharing as well.
Okay. Yeah. ISFJ 1009. It's bigger and it fits better. That's what she said. Only after I show up. Yeah, guys, so he's going to share 44 likes, 52 people here. Hit that like button. Let's get up to at least 50 to start. And yeah, super chats. We really appreciate them. We'll have drinks, obviously, and hang out with you guys, chatting about our Christmases. So if you guys can, please do. Also, consider clicking that join button as well and joining the channel. Make sure you're subscribed, obviously. Hit the like button, as I just said. And check out all the links down below. Links to the TeePublic store, the Teespring store. Really great stuff down there. TeePublic actually has a sale on right now, 35% off. So go scoop up some Trekyards merchandise for yourself if you're interested. And yeah, if you want to send it to PayPal, you can send it to trekyards@hotmail.com. just let us know that you've sent one in the regular chat, and we will read your comment or question via the email for that. So, yeah, we actually got a few emails over the last few days, not emails, but PayPals. So, people have been kind of gifting us support that way over the last few days, which has been a really nice surprise. So, if you're able to, whatever you can, all helps out. So, yeah. Other than that, check out our videos we did release this weekend. Some really good discussions, especially the one on Sunday. I'm really proud of that one, where we talk about Zora and her link to the short trek Calypso. A lot of people don't think that's going to happen. I like to hold out hope. Samuel also thinks it won't happen, but we have a good discussion about it in 3 possible ways that at least it could link in. So, anyway, yes. Hey, King 2132,000. I don't know. Pug, do you want to make a cameo appearance? Come here. No, wait. Come here. Hold on, I'll get the pug for. Yeah, hold on a second. Precious, come here. I know. There's the pug. She's making her cameo appearance. Maybe the only one today. I don't know. But she's like, hi guys. Every time he picks me up and makes me look at this thing, it's weird and stuff. And yes, thank you for the kisses. So anyway. All right, go lay down again. So there you go. That was for Olivia, and Planty actually asked if there's going to be a pug cameo. Dot cameo is unlikely. She's over there right now.
Speaking of cameo, I can reveal the ambassador is going to be making an appearance in an hour and a half.
Ooh.
And
Sylvia might make an appearance at some point too. We're not sure yet.
Yeah. And he did. I bought several costumes for him as part of the, because I got you some stuff, and bulk discount if you get lots of stuff together. And so I got him some stuff, and he's already well out of funds for Christmas. So I said I'll present them. So he's got one of his new outfits for Christmas. So we better pop in that. Cause he's like, well, I can always drive down and be in costume. Wink. It's like, oh, you want to use it, do you? I mean, I got it. When else am I going to use it? I was like, okay, sold.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, we got some super chats in here, so let's get to those.
Fantastic. Good to see you.
Olivia, time to get started. Let's see here. Who do I never pick on with the drinks? The captain or the commander? I think I pick on Stuart too much. Hashtag Sam drinks.
But how much did you bring in?
$20.
Ah.
That's right. I should have read that part first.
Yes, you should have. But I had suspense there. I was like, is it 50, 20, 5? I was literally suspense there. My heart was waiting. Oh.
All right, there he goes. Andy Urick throws in $10. Happy almost New Year's, Trekyards.
Yes.
It's only lunchtime here, so I'm drinking coffee. But I raise a glass of Java to all the Trekyards community. Well, that is a half shot.
This is my coffee. No, thank you. No, it is fantastic to see you all here. To make the time to join in and say hi. I'm just gonna do a poll.
Ooh, polls are fun. That's what she said. Here's half a shot for the $10. Thank you, Andy.
That's what she also said. You pay
half a shot.
You pay for it.
Half a shot per
shot.
Boop.
Oh
my god. Yeah, we'll just move on. JB, $20.
Oh.
Another shot for Sam as punishment for giving me the mental image of him taking a shot of anything on the chin. Ugh. Oof. Planty says she has extra buggy eyes today. Oh, she doesn't. It's just the way I was holding her. So, um, not a band account throws in $20. Awesome. Thank you guys. Now that CGI is more advanced and usable in Star Trek special effects, what hope is there for seeing our favorite animated series races appear in live action? Like the Score, the Cetacean, the Kinzinti. Hashtag Sam Drinks. Jesus Christ, they don't like you today.
Well,
Merry Christmas. Well, thank you very much, not a band account. I think it's much more likely. We did see Linus in Discovery, he was a, what is he, Antikin or something? I forget what he's called.
Saurian.
Saurian, yes, who was in the motion picture, but you didn't really see them that well. So,
nope.
Yeah, I think there's a lot more possibilities for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I always want to, and especially as you can combine animatronics with, CG. I mean, Linus's eyes are CG, but the rest of him is real, so it's a nice way of having that extra oomph element. Yeah. I mean, I think obviously Lower Decks will incorporate stuff, but that's still animated. You'd like to think that, if quote unquote a big Trek you got on, say, Picard or Stranger Worlds, like a really big one, like one of us would be like, well, why? Let's just include them. I mean, we've got this, like you said, this whole sideline of races. Bring them all back first, which in fairness, Discovery has done a good job of, and they've got better at not, ruining things. So, as we always credit when credit is due, we're very keen on that. Not say it's perfect or unperfect, but boy, it's a much better show than it used to be. Just took 2 reboots. Yeah,
I would definitely want to see more. I could definitely think of some really good ones off the top of my head. That would be great to see. So, Olivia Julius, $5. May the pug be with you.
Also with you. Hashtag Stuart drink. Oh,
I'll take a drink for that, even though
it's
hashtag Sam.
You didn't say anything, so I was like, oh, okay, I can throw that one. I can throw you under the bus, but everybody threw me.
Oh, it'd be nice. I was contemplating whether I should just say that
I drink. God damn it. It's loving abuse, Your bladder is our plaything. We will do what we will with it. As we say, these lives are totally out of our control. You control us like mannequins, marionettes. You make us drink and make us say funny things, etc. So, Stuart, how was your Christmas?
Good. It was very low key, but good. We weren't a lot of presents this year. It was just kind of chill, but it was actually really nice, and yeah, very mild. No snow. Didn't feel like Christmas.
Snow.
No.
There's not even snow on the ground.
No.
Shit. Wow.
There is today because it snowed a little bit last night, but
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean it's all right. And today we're supposed to get freezing rain or freezing drizzle anyway. So we'll see how the weather goes. But the next week's supposed to be mild, so we're supposed to get up to 8 degrees Celsius.
Oh wow.
This upcoming week. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Climate change. Global warming for the win.
Yeah, it's very complicated. And also, we'll talk about our presents after that because I want to go get my presents and we can do a show and tell. But it'll be funny with more booze. So if you guys can help us take a few more shots, that'd be great.
Well, Olivia throws in $5. May your bladder be filled with Mary. Hashtag Sam Drinks.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, the pain. I mean, the fun. Yeah, mine was good. I did. I tend to sort of come down and do the Christmas dinner because I'm, theoretically the best cook in the house. I'm the most chefy because I do the most like variety and, I have a much larger pantheon. Because in lockdown I just like tried different things, and so I made a rather elaborate Christmas dinner, and then Boxing Day dinner, and I actually bought like 9 to 12 different parts to it. So I forgot about the stuffing, the sprouts, and the Yorkshire puddings. So I made those for the second day and it ended up being quite a different dinner just by swapping. I did goose fat roast potatoes because I heard that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got fancier quality a few ingredients, so I tried. Took me a couple of hours, but Mum was wrapping presents till the night before until 6 a.m. because she's disabled and it takes her a long time to do things, and so she woke up later the next day and then very late the day after she kind of paid for it with the like done, but I'm not getting up. so we open presents
Yeah.
pretty late. No, very late. For most families in the UK do it in the morning. We did it in like the late evening, and then I do dinner, and then because we want to see Matrix 4, we spent the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day and Boxing Day watching all 3 Matrix movies. Because that's what you do to celebrate the Christmas season. You watch all Matrix trilogy.
That's Christmassy for sure.
Sure. Well, Jesus, arguably, he resurrected and all that shit.
Well, if you're gonna go that, yeah, I guess.
You know,
sure.
He did die for our sins at the end, so that was Boxing Day. I mean, Jesus died.
Birth of Neo. Let's celebrate it.
Yeah, Birth of Neo. Yeah, but they're all in 4K because I got them all, which was really like the whole. I've never watched them. Most films I've never seen in 5.1 and in 4K, and so there is it's the same experience mostly. You do get extra layers, and like seeing all the. Like a lot of the close-ups of Morpheus, like his skin is so imperfect. Like my dad's and like other actors, like you can see all the blemishes and stuff. Like just, but like really you can see it in 4K, and it feels way more real. So that was
all the pock marks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And then people have just beautiful skin, and you realize how few lines Keanu has when you watch all 3 films back to back. He doesn't have doesn't have many lines. But I'm really excited for the 4th one. I've heard either it's really, really fun or crap. But
I haven't heard anything about it really.
Yeah, I mean that's the dichotomy of choice. So I'm excited to see it and hopefully watch it tomorrow. Today is getting drunk. Tomorrow's not being hungover and watching it. So that's my. But again, it's not up to you guys because if you make drink too much, I'll get hungover. So.
Yeah, we plan to go for at least like 4 hours or so.
Yeah.
So there's time. But
that was my Christmas season. It was nice.
Nice, good to hear. Good to hear. JB throws in $15.
Ooh, thank you.
Would Sam do a synopsis of an episode of Discovery of choice in his amazing Discovery Klingon voice? Episode could be from this season or a past one.
I would love to.
Oh, we do have that drunk episode synopsis on there still. The Klingon voice, though, that's rough, dude. I definitely couldn't do that today. So,
I'll read it.
You know, I sound like that 40 packs a day lady that was the admiral in Star Trek Beyond and the chicken at the Expanse.
Yes.
I just say fuck a lot. Fuck you, fuck them. She swears a lot, way more than I do, and it's really unattractive. Just saying. Anyway, moving on.
All right, move along home or just move along?
Oh, we're not moving along home. No Alameda here. Now that we've said that, everybody's gonna make us say Alameda. Awesome.
But yes, I'll read a memory off synopsis. I'll just give me a second.
Oh, he's gonna read a synopsis. I guess if you're doing the voice, yeah. Okay, let's see. We got Sebastian, aka Space Daddy. €5. Hashtag Sam drank. No spoilers. But I was disappointed by Matrix Resurrections. Especially the beginning caught me off guard. Well, there you go. Yeah, don't give spoilers or we'll kill you. Let's see. What's everybody saying? How was everybody's Christmas? Let us know. Did you have a good Christmas? Did you get COVID? I see a lot of people had COVID, positive COVID tests on Instagram and shit. It's like, wow, that sucks. I can say I did do a COVID test on Christmas Day because we had to go, or Christmas Eve, yes, because we had to go over to family. We all took a COVID test, and mine was negative. I passed the test, but failed, I guess, because I got negative. I don't know.
You want another COVID test?
I don't want another COVID test. I've gone 2 years without a COVID test until Christmas Eve this year. Pissed me off.
COVID test live on the air so people know that you're not dying.
Well, they sound like I'm dying.
I'm going to get you cough drops. Calm down. You will have a lozenge.
Well, you're not moving fast enough. I could probably use them for now when I'm talking.
Then shut up and let Samuel talk.
He's muted and doing something. I'm talking to these people. Oh my God, Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan Kenobi throws in $50. Thank you so much, Obi-Wan. Are you related to General Grievous? He's in the chat usually. Merry Christmas. Time to get into uniform. I saw Matrix 4. I give it 4 stars out of 5.
Yeah. See, it's not
Who
going
do
to
you
be.
want in uniform?
Yes, Obi-Wan, you have the choice. Stuart, lay out the uniforms you have on tap.
First Contact, regular uniform. First Contact vest uniform. Monster Maroon vest.
I want to see in Voyager though, but it didn't get tailored
That's
yet.
not been fitted yet. Plus, I don't have the undershirt yet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
And TOS, but that's a little bit less fun.
Yeah, TOS. That's about it. And a TOS wraparound, which really looks like garbage. So.
It is tricky when you go to high quality costumes and you look at your old quality costumes like, oh. And TNG.
That looked like crap when I first got it, but it was a pretty good cheap price. So I just said, well, maybe we can fix it. But...
Or for me, just pick an era because I kind of have them all. So, but Obi-Wan, we need you to put your name in the hat. I mean, you did, but put your choice in the hat. There you go. Words.
So everyone, let us know. We'll see who's changing. Brianna Cable, $5. Never been to a Drunkyards live, so I'm not entirely sure how this works. LOL. Samuel drinks for this one. Sorry? No, but there's been 1 or 2 Captain drinks. The rest are all Samuel.
And
Hold it.
happy to say, Brienne is the genius behind our behind our graphics. Stuart, you see the 4 of us. That's all Brienne's work. I mean, yes, I might have been supervising, added notes.
Oh, that's who she is. Hi, nice to see you, Brienne.
We pay her to do those, and then she paid me to drink. What a cyclical world. But no, I mean, come on, those are phenomenal. I'm really, really proud of those. I love the fact that we've got such a choice now. As part of the deal, we made so many that here we are.
Although everyone says the TOS rap. You want me to do a TOS rap?
I
can't do the beatbox. Oh, you mean the rapper? Okay, I'll be right back.
Haha.
This while I'm gone.
Okay.
That's your job. Don't put it off.
Okay. But yeah, Brian, very talented. And Brian, do you want me to plug your Twitter because these things are gettable, and I would obviously recommend them because they are fantastic. What's great about the process of having these built for us is that we're able to R&D, because you'd only done the low dex version, which was fantastic, and we knew there was clearly something there, and we kind of R&D'd everything, and most of them low dex had shown, which you wouldn't necessarily think of because they some of them were in it for a few half seconds. Like the only TNG example was the data bubble bath. There is sort of TOS, but it's not on somebody, and we want to kind of go with the style of as close to how it looked as possible, obviously. And I a couple of those we tweaked a bit. I know for the Rathacon we enhanced it a bit. It's such a detailed costume, and to not have those details in the animated would be a shame. But I think we had a really good balance, and I there's always more costumes to do, but we had the priority ones first. So yeah, if you guys want a picture, a render, not a pin because I definitely want it to. It's Sung type cable. And I don't know if you can buy a commission from the Etsy store. Well, it's Cable Digital Art, but let me put the Twitter. So that is the Twitter for Brianna, and yeah, you can tweet her you'd like one of the avatars made, and now she's got a bit of a choice of which costume you can do, and I highly recommend them, and I'm really freaking pleased had them made because it was a bit easier for me because I had many costumes I could show myself in as reference. But it's kind of fun to see the sort of perfect versions in digital, which is great. And I'm going to do some for my fan film team as well, which is going to be super fun. Super fun. I'll just respond to Adrian. What are people saying? Oh yes, I thought Matrix 4 was superbly awesome. Was many levels. I didn't want to make a new one. That's good. Yeah. No, I that's the thing, isn't it? that's the thing. It's Major 2 and 3 aren't amazing movies, but they have something to them, some sort of spark of fun, and I just you should sort of look at them through that lens. But I think it's I saw the trailer. I was like, ooh, that's a cool looking Matrix film. So I'm excited to go see it, hopefully. And Brian, yes, definitely go to twitter.com/captandorable. What's the story behind that? And ask for a drawn thing. I will reveal. I showed one. We had one done of Nick Cook, our Scottish fan film actor friend, who's been doing fan films for 15, 16 years. And we had done one for him, and his face was just like he's not the most emotive chap on purpose. He's quite like close to the chest, and he was so like, that's me for the animated style. I know Nim won't get such a yay reference, but made Nick happy, and that is a-okay with me. But yeah, look at the great detail, and we even like, although I'm noticing this version we have different badges. I know we sort of did a few different badges, but it's interesting how the first contact and Picard are different. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did a poll, didn't I? 51 votes. Did you have a nice Christmas? Yes, it was great. 47%. It was okay. Thanks for asking. 35%. Don't think special. 12%. Not so great. 6%. Hey, that is a great. That's a great result. But keep voting. We'd love to hear from you. Still muted.
There, I'm back, and I thought of a good TOS rap for while I was looking for this.
If only you're in focus. Okay.
So let's see. There once was a ship named Enterprise. They went to a planet and bought some pies. The pies taste like sodium brandy. After this live, I'm gonna go get a handy.
Oh my.
You could have said brandy, ladies and gentlemen, but the booze changed his mind.
Yes, the booze, that's it.
I like it. It looks like you're wearing just a big V-neck green shirt.
Yeah, well, it's got the... Can't see
the Yeah. Oh, and God, those are so far apart. Oh my God.
I know.
They always do that. They always do that with those.
You can't do anything without you getting all nitpicky about
Stuart, there's
shit.
4 details on that uniform. There's only 4.
I didn't make the goddamn thing.
But Stuart, pimp out Brianne's Twitter. Twitter.com/CaptainAndorable about the lower decks.
Captain Adorable. Ooh.
Captain Adorable. Yeah. Pimp it out, Stuart. Give your support of how good they are, etc.
Well, look, they're amazing. They're on screen there. She does the lower decks type characters, and yeah, she's done all the uniforms and stuff for us, and it's fantastic. So check her out. We'll get some artwork done. Become lower dexified.
Yeah. And it's great because that money, I know she has a lot of costuming, so yes, she charges for craft, as she should, and that then goes towards her buying arts and crafts for her costuming. So you literally are buying her like TNG costume parts.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
And John Doe, yes, that was my wife that said, oh my God. The Admiral. All right, did you read JB's super chat? Or...
I did, but like more in my own brain to kind of respond to it. But you're welcome to read it properly.
JB throws in $10. I thought Matrix 4 was superbly awesome on so many levels. Lana, the director, didn't want to make a new one, and it worked perfectly when watching through that lens for me. Intentionally bad. Okay, hashtag capturing this.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm intrigued.
And I also forgot to mention too, I have a TNG uniform as well.
Mm-hmm. Our Halloween Day costume.
Yes, that was fun. Walk around the neighborhood just like Starfleet.
And it is funny how, especially that one, obviously with my better one now, but your posture changes. You do stand up a bit more straight in that one. I remember we both kind of had our hands behind my back and walked around just because it does it to you. Something about that costume. Jumpsuits less so for some reason, but that one in just another way. Very it's like I will say that one of the things I'm currently, I haven't had that much free time over the Christmas holiday because I've been doing the phone dinners and films, etc. But I've been attempting to kind of finally get some of my 3D sets textured and prepped. It takes a while because they give them to me like, oh my god, it's like if you imagine the TNG corridor, right?
Yes.
And imagine every single one of those like side like details and every pillar and every LCARS and every door red like paneling. It's all red 1, red 2, red 3, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3, panel 4. So you have about 500 or 200 elements. So I then go in, I like sort everything out, and it's not all named properly, which is fine. And I have to like segment it all, and then I it takes a while just to like, make it production ready. So I have like 9 surfaces, and then you can start thinking about texturing. It takes a while. Hi Dan, welcome.
Yes. Hello everyone. Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, throws in €5. Where's the @ for the Admiral? Hashtag Admiral Drinks. Only when she's on screen.
Yeah.
She's not on screen, so.
And then she's kind of forced to. That's the like once.
She's got to go out and do a few things, so she'll be back later.
But yeah, once you commit to being on screen, you commit to the rules of being on screen, which is the booze. Not the boobs, the booze.
Oh.
The boobs are a different commitment.
Well, I'm not going to say anything because I'll just get in trouble.
Oh yeah, I forgot to do my discovery thing.
Oh, you still haven't done that shit.
I was
pimping. I'm not saying a word till you do it. Nope, done.
Yeah, I was talking about Brianne's work. I just got carried away to talk about it so much. Okay. Okay, you ready?
When a new signal appears on South Home Place, Venom Shadow and the crew embark on a first mission to preserve endangered and raise questions about the interest and intentions. Crew struggles to come to terms with the new reality.
What episode was that, Stuart?
Saru and Burnham embarked on something. I don't fucking know. I couldn't. What? Did you say the title of the episode? Kalas. Okay, I give up. I'm done. Anyone else? Do you have any ideas?
I read it verbatim, so I was very clear in my very verbatim.
Oh, you were very clear in the natural Klingon.
Look, those that are Klingon amongst us, they got it.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Not a band account throws in $5. In canon chronology, when did the USS Enterprise stop being Starship class and became Constitution class? That's what you're saying, when they realized that this was something that people might want to pay attention to. Yeah, is there an in-canon explanation? I don't know. I haven't looked that up on Memory Alpha or anything. I'm sure there isn't. But yeah.
I mean, Starship class is a terrible name.
Yeah.
It's not a name. It's a placeholder. Because I mean, think about it. Those TV screens are like this big, and black and white. You couldn't read that. There weren't enough pixels to read that unless it was a close-up. It was just wordage. Someone just did it there for the sake of it. There's no other detail. But I'm pretty sure did the Instrument Darkly have Constitution class on the plaque, or did they? I feel like they did update it. A Defiant.
That's a good question. I don't know actually.
But I'm just finding that being retconned out. Honestly, it's a mistake without being a mistake intentionally. It's fun if it's the first Starship. Like, it would have been kind of cute if that was the Cochrane was renamed the Starship class. It's like, what? What's the first Starship? It's like, yes, Zephram. Yes, good for you. Also, what's someone's name is Zephram? I thought it was Zephram. Is that a real name?
It is Zephram. Yes, it is a real name.
Is it in America? Like, is it is it from
No,
like
it's like a Quaker name.
Quaker name? Is that a religion?
Okay, so they did do a new plaque, USS Defiant Constitution class, Tranquility Base. So instead of being made in San Francisco or at San Francisco, this one is made at Tranquility Base. So that is actually the plaque that's on the wall in Inamir Darkly.
Oh, I get Dan's point now. Oh, that's cool. So apparently we are. Well, he says I watched a Trekyards video on the first time using the flat screen TV today on his YouTube app. That is fantastic. I've done that before, and it's certainly more impressive on a big screen. That's cool. And sound system, all crisp and clear. Very cool.
Yes. Let's see. Chris Gwillem, 9 pounds. Drink.
But I'm gonna have to get on the cider. Come out. Refill. 1 second.
Alrighty. You go refill. Let's see what the poll's doing. Did you have a nice Christmas? Yes, it was great. It was okay. Thanks for asking. Didn't do anything special. Okay. Not so great. 5% people have not so great Christmas. That's not good. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. Damn. Hold on. I gotta send something to Samuel. I'll show you that plaque that's they have for the Defiant, so you guys can see it too. These things are important. Sam. There we go. I sent it to him. So now he gets back, he can show you guys on screen. Don't worry, I got your back. If I was running the show, you'd be seeing this kind of stuff.
Alright, see if I can get satisfying sound.
Sam, check your Facebook Messenger. I sent you the plaque that they did for the Defiant.
Okie dokie. Aha, mineral froth. Froth?
Frothy.
Froth.
Oh, you gave it head, is what you did when you poured that.
No, I avoided head on that one.
Oh, you avoided the head on that one. Yeah, that's usually what I do too. You gotta duck and dodge and weave, get out of the way of those heads. Moving on. I think he's muted. I can't tell. Anyway, Captain Foley, did you ever get your flood fix resolved? How bad was the pound down? Yes, I just did a video on the renovations. Renovations are like 95% done. We still need a counter and sink and stuff put in the the rest of the stuff is being moved in and kind of filtered in, and I got to put some shelves up and get my model area and stuff set up. But everything's kind of coming together, and it's looking pretty good. So yes, there was a lot of damage. There's about $35,000 worth of damage to the basement, and that's just the structure. That's how much the renovations cost, and then all the furniture and stuff, all the content stuff was about $18,000. So. Yeah, but we're back up and running. Brand new basement, essentially, new washer and dryer, and new bedroom suite and furniture, and not very many collectibles were damaged or destroyed. Don't worry, it's a goddamn basement. I figured there might be a flood at some point, so most stuff was off the ground.
Yep.
But you get lazy, and then just all you're setting stuff on the ground in bags or whatever, and you forget about it because you don't think it's gonna happen, and then you see it floating.
I'm just thankful, like, hard drives and computers on the floor, because that would have been...
Yeah.
All your hard drives getting, like...
That's definitely stupid. So, yeah, mine are up.
I mean, mine are on the floor, but on the second floor, so it'd be hard for this room to flood.
Exactly.
That would be Noah level flooding.
Yes.
Like 15 feet up.
Ooh, JB, $20.
Oh. Bloop.
I made an Xmas rhyme. Oh, good God. Reclining in my chair, watching two blokes as of late, keeping up with both of them as they drink. Oh, isn't it great? Even though of the drinking I may die, that was totally worth it for this live. Hashtag cap shot. Oof, that's good. And no sexual innuendos there. I figured you were heading that way.
Well, I'm sure there's subtext.
Fireball for the win. Oh shit.
I also did see Chris Gwellmaster, I think it's probably popped downstairs, said, Samuel, any updates on these signed ship Indiegogo posters? Merry Christmas. So yes and no. And Stuart knows.
Don't bring me into this. I don't know anything.
No, nothing. That's a Foley Towers reference. So I'm making more than 5 shorts, and so the posters are a bit in flux because of that. Like, you know, there's a poster of all the ships in the Trek shorts. If you make more films that involve more ships, and I keep throwing shit in because it's fun, it's like, well, you can't make that poster, can you? But there may or may not be something else coming in January or February that'll be whatever. But boy, expect a ginormous update in January and February, and then another a plea for help. But boy, stuff is coming, and a big old thing. Trek shorts. I've been working on it, pretty regularly. I've got a ton of space effects done. I've got a ton of interiors. Every month I've got interiors being worked on by multiple people, so it's a very long process. And when you keep inventing new things to do that need 3 or 4 more sets, it becomes kind of a incrementally big task. But that's what I've been doing in my free time over the Christmas few days. I've refused to work on anyone else's visual effects until January. Well, I was doing people's effects right up until the 22nd, I believe it was, 23rd. But no, I got closer on my interiors, and boy, I have a lot of stuff to show. But you want posters when things are done, rather than... Yeah.
And Sternbonal, thank you for asking about the basement, but there is a video on the Captain Foley personal channel going through that, so if you want to check that out. Dan Ben throws in £2.
Oh.
What is your favorite captain's chair and why? I mean, there's favorite captain's chair, and then there's favorite captain's chair you'd like to probably sit in.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is the TOS captain's chair, actually, because we have one. We take it to the conventions around here. It's actually super comfortable. It doesn't look comfortable at all, but it's really comfortable. And this one's fully functional, so you get to play with all the buttons and switches and stuff. So that's just because it looks so cool and so sci-fi, so classic sci-fi with all the lights and stuff, and it's got so much functionality on it. So that would be my favorite. As for the one I'd probably want to sit in the most, that would probably be Picard's. I've never actually sat in, well, I have in Vegas, but it wasn't an exact replica. It was just kind of, I also like the ones from the most, like Star Trek 2. They look comfy with the lap things, but they also look kind of wobbly and sketchy, so I don't know. That'd be mine. I'd say TOS captain's chair because it is super comfortable to sit in, even though it doesn't look like it. Samuel, what about you?
Yeah, I as soon as you said that, I thought, yes, it is weirdly comfortable. But I mean, it's all angles except a nice bit of leather, so it does sort of make sense. But yeah, you could spend a while in that chair. I've textured quite a few of the chairs now, so I have a more intimate knowledge. But I honestly think the Enterprise D one, it's pretty... I like the fabric, I like the build. It's not as sleek as the E1, which while lovely, I think the Enterprise D1 has a certain relaxedness to it and looks really comfy. So I'll say the Enterprise D. The Voyager one doesn't. Well, the Voyager, they're all so different, but I think that the D is yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Easy.
I'm trying to think of the Defiant one. I mean,
that's a big old one, big old chair. You got the E, you got the Voyager. Prometheus is just one of the reuses. Discovery chair is pretty big and bold. And then the Excelsior is then reused for the those ones become the reuses. I mean, the Discovery Pike chair is pretty good too. That looks nice. It was a great redesign. One of the few ones they did quite well.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. That's a good question, but yeah, it's got to be TOS. I think that's just the go-to answer for me.
And honestly, there is a legitimate satisfaction when you can be in this big freaking camps chair and do this. wait for it. And the whole thing moves.
Yeah.
It's really freaking satisfying. Kind of hard to relate to literally do it in person. And I know that we've talked about finally going and filming you on the sets as Captain Foley, doing something fan filming or just live actiony. And so again, I mean, when we took that chair, I remember we made that excuse of having the camp chair as the Thomas Roney prep picture. It's like, yes, quick, Stuart, help me with my lighting test. Wink. Yay, picture. Because I was like, yes, use opportunity. Because boy, was that a difficult trip. And but actually being able to have you actually in the camp chair and film it's really rewarding, I think, for everyone. Mostly you. But then again, you've also sat in ones before now, so it'll be super comfortable. You wouldn't even
like hang out in them during conventions now.
Exactly.
Hang out in the TOS one. It's like whenever I feel like it.
That's what my dad says about a lot of these things. I do think it really does equate for everybody in Star Trek, and it goes to the consoles as well, but these are literally the day-to-day clothes. They're not uniforms, they're not costumes, they're clothes. So if you're a costume, if you're trying to present as someone from this era, you can't wear these things as something special because they're literally day-to-day garb. And so I've been wearing costumes for 15 years or whatever, close to that. And I've almost got to the point where I can just wear a lot, not all of them, because they're all so different, but some are just clothes. And then you have that relaxedness that you comes with it. Whereas if you're very hoity-toity and military or whatever, that's not how they vibe. And that's also part of why I quite liked working with Nim in Trek shorts, because she's not a Trek fan really at all, and they are just clothes to her. So she brings that comfortability of it's just clothes. And then she has worn her first contact, for 20, 30 days now. And she's just so used to it that actually that just comes through subtlety in the performance. And it does.
I feel you, player.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I die. All right. Okay. JB says $5. Okay, last super chat for me. But as my voice cracks, as I keep up with the boys shot for shot, Cap and Sam are starting to look so freaking hot.
Oof.
Hashtag Sam dreams.
If you're keeping up shot for shot, that is, because there's two of us, and that is.
Hey, baby. I should have done something with my hair today. Kind of rolled out of bed and just sat upstairs for like an hour and a half.
And then got drunk.
Before the live. Yeah. Oh, the good life.
Yeah. I mean, that is the difference to these lives. Like, it's evening for me, it's dinner time, it's middle of the day for you.
Yeah.
And obviously for all of you.
Not a panda account, $5.
You're good. Kicking ass, man. Thank you so much.
What are your favorite rules of acquisition? And do you two also believe in the great material continuum? Hashtag Sam drinks. Yes, I believe in the great material continuum. And favorite rules of acquisition. That's a good question.
We've been asked that before and we never know. But there was one I like a lot. About like mutual, like both parties have to be successful because it equals more profit later on down the road.
Yeah, did you check your messenger to
I
show
did.
the Defiant plaque?
It's good.
Did you put it on screen for people?
I didn't, but I can do.
No, I told them that you would.
Oh.
Let's see. Once you give them their money, you never give it back. Never spend more for an acquisition than you have to. Never allow family to stand in the way of opportunity. Keep your ears open. Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. I like that one. Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Greed is eternal. Deal is a deal. The contract is a contract, only between Ferengi. A Ferengi without profit is no Ferengi at all.
Ooh.
Never place friendship above profit.
Jeez.
A wise man can hear profit in the wind. Nothing is more important than your health except for your money.
Funny.
Never make fun of a Ferengi's mother. It never hurts to suck up to the boss. That's a good one too. War is good for business, followed by peace is good for business. expand or die.
Oh.
Don't trust a man wearing a better suit than your own. That's a good one. I like that one. The bigger the smile, the sharper the knife. That's another good one. Good customers are rare as Latinum. Treasure them. Free advice is seldom cheap. The riskier the road, the greater the
That's
profit.
a Chromebook with built-in fire.
Knowledge equals profit. Home is where the heart is, but the stars are made of Latinum. Every once in a while, declare peace. It confuses the hell out of your enemies.
That's cool.
Females and finances don't mix. Amen. Expand or die. Every man has his place, or his price, sorry. Nature decays, but Latinum lasts forever. Dignity and an empty sack is worth the sack. So dignity is not important. We're almost done. Treat people in your debt like their family. Exploit them. Oof. Never have sex with the boss's daughter or sister. Sorry.
Oh.
With the boss's sister.
I mean, both, in fairness, are good rules.
Yes. That's rule 112, and then it jumps to 125. So I have a feeling never have sex with your boss's daughter would be like 113. It was just never said.
It's just every variation. Don't say to the boss's friend, brother, sister, neighbor, wife, mother.
Then it goes to, you can't make a deal if you're dead. Wives serve, brothers inherit. Whisper your way to success. Hear all, but trust nothing. It's always good business to know about new customers before they walk in your door. Yes, that's true. New customers are like razor-toothed gree-worms. They can be succulent, but sometimes they bite back. Sometimes the only thing more dangerous than a question is an answer.
That's a good one.
Employees are the rungs on the ladder of success. Don't hesitate to step a business negotiation on an empty stomach or a Drunkyards live. You can't free a fish from water.
Yeah.
Latinum lasts longer than lust. Oh, wow, that's a good one. Never be afraid to mislabel a product. Never allow doubt to tarnish your luster for Latinum. That's clickbait right there. Never be afraid to mislabel a product. Let's just say clickbait. That's what it should say.
Yeah.
No good deed ever goes unpunished, and a man is only worth the sum of his possessions.
Oof. These are all life lessons.
There are a few more that are not numbered, but I feel like I've rattled on long enough.
Dear me. Wow.
Samuel looks bored.
I like them all, Stuart.
I blame Samuel.
Thank you.
No problem, man.
Welcome.
Is anybody gonna make Samuel put on a Unifar costume?
This is lovely. I can make you chill and all comfy. But no, I have multiple uniforms ready to go. I have from TOS to Picard to First Contact to Voyager to DS9 to to TNG
Jonathan
to
C.
TOS.
Continuing, Jonathan C. throws in $20. It's almost there to the 50, I guess. Merry Christmas, Captain Commander. I hope you all had a good one. Have a shot on me. I proposed to my girlfriend on Christmas Eve, and she said yes. That is awesome, Jonathan. Congratulations.
Unless it was an accidental one, then I'm sorry that puts in a tricky situation. You went down to like clean your shoes, and then you dropped something. And you put, so, is this yours? Yes. Well, that'd be a hell of a. That'd be a funny. Congratulations. How long have you two been together? Because you've been with us for a long time. Not that I'm saying that's not the same thing. But hey, congratulations and thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Past, backdated Christmas greetings.
Yes, that's awesome to hear. Thank you.
Very awesome.
And cheers to you and your fiance.
Glory to you and your upcoming house.
Glory to you and your fiance.
Does she watch Trekyards? If not, then
she is not worthy. She has no honor.
Stovacor will sing for her. Jeez.
Daniel Hall. Hey, good to see you, Dan.
Hey.
It's been a member for 23 months at the rank
Oh.
of captain.
Doesn't that warm your heart,
Captain.
Stuart?
It does.
Wow,
absolutely.
thank you.
Hope
And
you
as
and
captain,
yours,
wow, thank you.
Yeah, hope you and yours had a good holidays and a great new year. Please pass hellos and my best to the Admiral. She just stepped out for a little while. She's got to pick up some medication and stuff for me because I'm dying. And,
Still here, though. Still here.
Oh, yeah. Like,
That's important,
Captain
guys.
goes down with his channel. The channel's dying? What? Oh, no.
Such a... Yeah, it's funny.
And MC throws in $5. Merry Christmas. Out of interest, how do you feel about splitting seasons in half? I personally don't like the style, but that may just be me. Thoughts? I don't like it either. It interrupts the flow, especially with a new show like Prodigy.
That was wow.
That was a kick in the ass or a kick in the nuts more like because
we just got going.
Just really starting to like it, and it's like, are people going to forget about it now? Are kids going to lose interest? Like the kids that they're kind of targeting.
The answer is yes. But
yeah,
it's got 20 episodes. That's a chance to get back.
I don't like it as a business decision. I can see why they might be doing it. It buys them time to finish production on the last part of the season, and it also is creating like new shows. So I can see maybe why they do it, but I don't agree with it. So
well, I don't know if this is the first ever, but to have mid-season breaks to be replaced with another show we're doing. I don't know if any franchise ever had 52 weeks of constant shows. And like we said about more time to production, in theory, the shows aren't going to be able to be released. They would be mostly done before release. But also you can argue, even if they could be done in 10 weeks, giving them 7 more, polish is much better, professionalism is better, prep for the next season. So even if they could be finished, having that time, just the pressure off the people, and then it means you get the next season quick because then you can just roll right into the second half of season 1 for Prodigy, and then start coming in.
I gotta interrupt you real quick because your arch nemesis William J is here and he says I see a TOS rap. I hung out yesterday with Joe Colton and William J.
Oh yes.
Call him Billiam. Call him Billiam. He likes that a lot. Samuel.
I don't
You're
think
his arch enemy. He says.
Right.
Because he doesn't always agree with you, and he tries to argue with you in the chat. But anyway, I was hanging out with them yesterday because they came to Canada, visiting a family in Toronto. So I went and met them halfway. And so they're on their way back now. They're driving right now, so I had to address it really quick. He says, I see a TOS rap. And yes, this is the one I was telling you about yesterday that's kind of garbage that needs to be fixed.
It's a rap.
Yes. So good to see you, Jay. Say hi to, William. Say hi to Joe and Wes as well. It was great seeing you guys.
But the question is, if Stuart's really friends with you, he'll take you for chicken wings.
At some point, yes. When they come down next time, they're going to come to London. They're going to come to London to visit and hang out at my place, see my collection. And then we're going to go for beer and chicken wings because that's the thing we do. Damn it. That's the Canadian thing. We had poutine yesterday at Harvey's, though. Harvey's is a Canadian burger place.
Oh yeah.
That's as close as we can get, I guess.
Was it good?
It was good. I didn't finish all my poutine. I wasn't feeling the best, but
poutine. Yes. Fantastic.
But yeah. So good to see you, Jay or William. God, I don't know why I keep calling you Jay.
And do you want to have an argument? If we're not nemesis, is come at me, bro.
Well, Joe's husband Wes, he is a big ship guy. He's only got into Trek recently, but he's like knows his ships. Anyway, his favorite ship is Prometheus, so you guys will get along real well.
Fantastic. Yeah. But I don't mind mid-season breaks if there's another season to replace it. That's
good answer.
Pretty unique though. But I do kind of like the idea of having a mid-season with an epic cliffhanger that they put extra money and thought into. That's kind of exciting because I wouldn't associate any other seasons of Picard Discovery with having like an epic half. So it kind of makes you do a 6-episode storyline, rather than like 2. So there can be a benefit. Next episode will really, because that's the thing. Like you said, there'll be such a break between season 4 part 1 and part 2. We might just not care if it doesn't end us on a really really great note. That could literally sour us rather than like, oh yeah, next episode. That's a weird thing to do. But yeah.
All right, MC throws in $5. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Out of
Christmas.
interest, how do you feel about splitting seasons? Oh, we read that one.
Oh my god, you idiot.
I don't like that style, but it's just me thoughts. All right, well, we did that. So I made him drink.
You did?
Well, IMEC throws in $50.
Ah!
It says costume change for the commander.
Are you picking IMEC or are you letting me pick? I'll give you a minute or two to
IMEC,
respond.
let us know if it's a commander's choice or if you have something in mind.
TOS, TNG, Voyager, DS9, Picard flashback.
And if you pick something he doesn't have, he'll do the closest thing to it.
Yeah. Or first contact ceremonial dress uniform. I don't want to do Wrath of Khan right now because it's elaborate and it's done in the closet, but everything else is raring to go on the bed.
And everybody in the chat, say hi to Billiam J, and call him Billiam because he loves that very much.
But also, Jonathan C. did respond to my further request of information for his new fiance status.
Yes, I saw that.
Is fiance for both men and women? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jonathan C. says, we've been together for 2 years officially. We've been friends for 7 years. And she occasionally watches Trekyards with me if that makes her worthy. Oh, that's cute. 7 years. So were you friends?
Does make her worthy.
So were you friend zone, Jonathan, or were you more just
No,
wasn't
he
the right
was just a nice
time,
guy.
or maybe you had a girlfriend, she had a boyfriend, or she had a girlfriend, you had a boyfriend, and then it all kind of swapped around and.
And Planty says something blue is always my vote for the commander because you look good in blue.
It doesn't help because I'm a blue variant of everything. So.
Jonathan C. also says, I don't know if her family would appreciate the nuances of a Betazoid wedding, but that would definitely spice things up with the in-laws. Yeah, I made that joke literally like 3 days ago. We were talking about a wedding that we saw somebody on TV was getting married, and it's like, oh, well, they should do a Betazoid wedding.
Okay, let's be honest, Stuart. Go back in time to Sylvia's, you and her's wedding, right?
Yes.
How much money would they have to throw at you to go everyone's naked? Because it does, your
It
own.
wouldn't matter because we got married in a helicopter above the Vegas
Okay,
Strip
fine,
at night.
fine. Second
That was the
wedding.
pilot, the pilot, the minister, and me and Sylvia. So 4 of us naked in a helicopter. Not so bad. Not so bad.
But the wind's making everything whip around.
But there's no wind inside.
Ah, okay.
How that works, man.
Well, you're ruining it hard for me.
Yeah. It's hitting my face. Yeah, it would happen a lot.
That's
Sorry.
not. No, you're not. That's not what you. Nope. 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 No. Bow ties don't whip, Stuart. Bow ties don't whip. That's what you meant, right?
Was the time on my bow tie, man. Yeah. So, IMEC, we're waiting for your response.
No,
Either-
he says gentleman's choice.
Oh, did he say that? Oh, there you go.
I guess
So,
I'll pop off.
IMEC,
in a
it's still in
second.
your court because you're the gentleman. I see no other gentleman here, unless you're talking about me, in which case I could pick for him if you wanted. Because Samuel, sir, as hell, is not a gentleman. He's British.
We invented gentlemen. You came from us, so.
You did, but then you fucked it up and we perfected it. So now you're all sinister, evil villains.
Well, you're gentlemen with Mountie hats, which doesn't quite suit the look. We have
I
pocket
don't
watches.
have
You have
Mountie hats.
Mountie hats. No, you do, Stuart. We know it's part of international law in Canada. Everyone has to own a Mountie hat.
Oh, I gotta say too, I have another costume that's Star Trek related that I didn't add to the list. I'm sorry for interrupting you, but I have Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes, if you so choose.
Ooh! Well, I told you the other day I'm doing Sherlock Holmes things. And it's like most of my direct stories are from Trek references. It's
Yeah.
Yeah. How elaborate is that? Because it's just a bit of jacket, hat, and pipe, wouldn't it? Or would you put anything more on?
I could do like a collared shirt underneath the Inverness cape, but I won't. So just
Okay,
the
fuck
Inverness-
you then, audience.
Just the Inverness
That's all that
cape
was.
and the hat. I'll even leave the pipe upstairs because I don't.
Oh.
So IMEC says captain's choice. Then I pick the Picard uniform era, whichever one you want. Doesn't matter.
No,
Whatever
you
color.
pick flashback or current day. I just got a new current day, so it's brand new. Hasn't been seen yet.
Well, that's the one we want to see. The one that hasn't been seen yet. Let's do an exclusive.
Okay. Present day. Although Jonathan has 2 further comments. Oh no, a wedding. Jonathan says, Trekyards, we were friends at work, not friend zone. That's very important. We both didn't tell each other how we really felt for a while. 5 years, man. That's quite a while.
That seems very similar to Sylvia and myself.
Yeah.
Sylvia had she laser focused on me, and I was fucking oblivious and dumb as shit. Didn't
Well,
even realize
what
it.
do you mean you were?
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't even realize she was interested, so I became friends with her first, with no intention of anything else. And anyway, that's a long story. Anyway, but not 5 years. Jesus, it was like maybe 5 months.
Whereas I met mine on Tinder, so
Ooh, you had to swipe right.
yeah, quite direct, quite easy. And it's kind of cute because I was going back to Northampton for, and I will change costume in a minute, but you gave your meet cute, I'll give my meet cute. I was going to Northampton University. I think it was either to drop off the camera. No, we hadn't done that yet. It was to give a talk for the university like I did every year, pretty much on fandom, on Trekyards, fan films, fandom, and Tinder. Why not? It's a different catchment area, and we're doing it on the bus there. Went and did the talk, came out, and there's a big a green area between that. So then straight from that, it was 2 hours to get there, 2 hours back. I was there for an hour and a half. It was really very abrupt sort of day. And on the walk back, I was noticing, oh wow, I got a match, and I started talking to her, and she happened to be on, and we ended up talking in the grassy knoll area, of the walk back to the train station, and clearly we had a little bit of good banter straight away. Although weirdly, it went straight to Doctor Who, which she's not a big Doctor Who fan at all. I don't know why it did, but oh well. And
English of you.
Yeah, I know. And by the time that I even got to the train station or bus station, which wasn't maybe 25 minutes, I was like, if I asked this girl out for a date tonight, I should totally say yes. But I haven't shaved my face. I'm not wearing a very good shirt. So
you look the worst you could possibly look, in public, and she still liked you. Ah, that's love at first sight.
Nothing changed there. No, I wasn't even talking. So I would have been in full costume. I was dropping something off, but I wasn't looking. I was like, well, I should at least shave before I go see. And I even said, should I go buy a razor at the grocery store? I was like, yeah, maybe not. But I pretty sure would have said yes. And so instead I said, maybe next week. And then she actually went home for because she was at Northampton University as well, some year older, or 2 years, no, year older. And I talked to her during while she was there, and then she got her new dog, Charlie, who ended up being the dog that sort of made me like dogs, as it's such a cuddly dog. And so we were sort of 1 week away from knowing each other the longest. So Charlie's known me her entire life, and then I saw her the week after she got back, and first date kiss, Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
First time hearing this story.
Oh, there you go.
And we work together all the time, so that tells you how much he actually talks to me, guys.
And I've heard your story lots of times.
Well, I don't think you've heard all the details of this story.
Look, I don't want to hear about the third round at 2 a.m. with pizza. Okay.
That was the first night, but no.
I know it was, but I don't hear the. I don't hear the. I've heard enough. I've heard up to the third round. I'm good.
I'll fill you in later.
That's what she said.
Hold on.
That's what he's. No way.
Before we get to Fleet Pause and Samuel's costume change, Jonathan C. says, to be fair, we each had our own relationships while we were at work, working friends, but finally we were each single, so we got together, and now here we are. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. Everybody give a good congratulations, and happy life to Jonathan C. and fiance. What's her name? Let us know her name so we can see him on the air.
Yeah. And
she'll be so excited to have Trekyards say her name.
That'll really top the whole engagement thing, won't it?
Yeah, it's a moment that she can clip and watch again and again and again for the next 50 years.
Yep, and she could send it to us on Trekyards' 56th anniversary. It's like,
hello, I'm Stuart Foley, and apparently I'm careless now. It's got no teeth.
Go change into your uniform.
Okay.
I'll entertain the troops.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I'm glad I took some medication an hour before I started this, because I'm really starting to feel better. I've lost my stuffiness in my nose, and I've also lost my sense of taste. Well, not really. I've also lost my headache and stuff. So Jonathan C. says her name is Denise. Well, congratulations to Jonathan and Denise on their upcoming nuptials. From Captain Foley. of Trekyards on YouTube. Is that good? Did I do good? Oh, Sammy, I'll do something similar when he gets back. Whiskey Trek says, have you gone to any Star Trek conventions during this COVID pandemic? If so, how was it? I haven't. I know some people that went to STLV, Star Trek Las Vegas, said it wasn't very good this year. The masks really ruined cosplays and stuff like that. Samuel went to the London Destination Trek this year, last month, and so he can tell you a little bit more about that when he gets back. As he wanders by the camera. So yeah, I mean, I haven't been to any, and I don't think I'd enjoy it with the COVID restrictions. Just a thing, so. Clancy says, congratulations, Jonathan. Friendship is an important part of a great life partner. I'm happy you guys have a great base to start with. Yeah, not that you guys really want to hear it, but I mean, that's the thing with Sylvia and myself, is that I became friends with her before anything else, where my other relationships prior to that, it's like, ooh, I want to have a relationship with you, like right off the hop, and they never lasted because I was looking for the wrong thing, I guess. So it is what it is. So I'm glad to hear that, Jonathan. That's probably the best way to go about it. And so, yes, congratulations. Rollis Jericho says, I went to the London Con. It wasn't that great. So there you go. Hold up just 1 second, guys. I just got to take care of something real quick. Did you talk amongst yourselves? Okay, I got back before he did, so he didn't know I was gone. It's good. So we had a pretty badass looking Trek mask on Etsy. Can pick your division color, rank pips. Badge design on it. Jonathan C. throws in $5. Thanks, Cap. That was great. 100. I want you to play that at your wedding reception. I want you to put it on I want you to have a projector and just play it for the reception. I'm sure Samuel will come along and cock it up with his congratulations. But there you go. You got the Captain Foley exclusive. It's better than a cameo. You know, you don't have to pay for this one. Well, I guess you did with the super chat, but you know what I'm saying. So he's in blue. Planty's wishes have been fulfilled. You are in blue.
Hello.
So we found out her name is Denise. I already, you know. Yes, it's very nice.
Well, it's definitely too far that way, the Velcro, but
That's okay.
I put the Velcro on, so.
Jonathan C. said that his fiance's name is Denise. So I already gave my, captain's awesomeness.
Well,
so you can now say congratulations to Denise and Jonathan.
But we all knew that Denise would have a better time after getting killed by the monster in TV Season 1. So, hey, Denise Crosby and now Denise Jonathan C. Bold choice, Denise Crosby, but hey, if you found love,
Don't take her near any tar pits.
Yes, all Denises have prawn tar pits. Hey, congrats! Have fun. Good luck. Yeah, there you go.
Mike says watching Trekyards and having a warp core breach. I want to try a warp core breach. Those things look really good. Michael and Denise Akuda and Doug Drexler make them all the time when they get together. It's like in a big bowl. It's got like a fog in it, and they drink it out of straws. Okay. I forget what they put in it, but it's really cool.
Isn't that one of the Vegas drinks? Wasn't that one of those?
Yeah, it was.
I think so, yeah.
At the experience, yeah.
See, this is the So this is a funny story about this one because this is the. So I got this as the second batch of like our last batch of costumes. This has been discontinued by the team because they replaced it by a new version, and I got the new version. Actually, one of the first ones I got, and I really didn't like it because the shoulders are much thicker. So they've got the proper like delta fabric. But it's really freaking thick. At the shoulder pads, it gets too bulky, and you've seen it before, and it kind of goes up super high. This is using the other fabric, based on the other Picard one, which is thinner, more stretchy, works better. And I asked him, can I get one of these? And he said, oh, no, we sell the new ones. I said, I know you do. I have two. I want the old ones. He's like, well, we don't make them anymore. I said, do you have any stock? He said, no. We'll get our guys and try to make new ones for you. So this is literally a fresh, new version of the thing discontinued like 2 years ago. But I saw someone at Destination Star Trek. Someone asked, have been to conventions? Yes, Destination Star Trek. Someone had the original version of this, and I was like, this is so much nicer. It's not perfect. I mean, this is really, like badly fitting this bit. But I mean, what can you do, really? But it's definitely just a nicer version of the uniform. Although the Velcro's too far. And also the badge, it's sort of close, but it's painted actually more in the correct style of the original style. It's still chromy, but it's a bit more faithful to the original one.
I just had we both have another costume which we could do, guys. Our Betazoid wedding attire. That'll be $100 super chat though, for me to change into that.
Now, luckily, in fairness, these cameras don't go down very far, and also I can see the full screen. And well, no, that said, we'll do this. It's like, flop, flop, flop. I don't know. Something about it will go poorly.
What I'm seeing is cut off right before there, so it's fine.
In theory, Dong is hidden, but let's not take any chances, guys. Do not super up $200. Do not super up $200.
You'll never hear him say that because he likes the money. He likes the super chats. Oh my God, Jonathan C, $5. Thanks, Commander. I'll be sure we avoid all tar pits.
Yes,
and
unless
garbage bags, black garbage bags as well.
Unless you're in a movie like Last Action Hero, then that will be the savior of the.
I'm gonna show off my 2 card badges real quick. I got my badge collection. I got a badge collection. You got a costume collection. Just saying.
Absolutely. Hey, Sergeant Montgomery. Not shenanigans so much. This is my first costume change because someone put for that, and Stuart already has his wraparound. But we're having just a really nice chill time.
So I've got 3. First, which is this one, which is very much like Samuel's. A little small up, I think.
And these aren't fan sets. That's a fan thing, isn't it?
This is Kenny Ambrose.
Okay.
This one is more shiny.
Oh wow, that is very different.
Well, it's Brett's.
Yeah, fortunately not quite there.
And then the best one of all is the Trekyards.
Yes.
That looks slick, a little shiny, but slick. All you gotta do is hit it with a matte coat, which I've been meaning to do on a lot of these, and I haven't yet. But shiny. So yeah, those are my card ones.
Now I've been holding on to something for about 8 months, but
The units. You should probably let go of that. 8 months is a long time. Just saying. I'll be right back.
Jesus. No, I've been saving on to something for a long time now, and so I will say, for $40, which is not full costume change, but I will share an exclusive. I will be using Trek shorts to do with this uniform that I really think people would like to see. I've never seen it done properly, and this is really, really done properly. So $40, and I'll reveal a world exclusive that I'm going to be incorporating that's to do with this uniform. So yeah, $40.
Shit. I forgot a $20 super chat from the ever amazing Fleetpod Swiftback. Sorry, Fleetpod, don't kill me. $20 says Cap or can't stay for long as I'm driving.
Oh.
Drink up, boys. Samuel, no cheating. Take a shot like a real drinker. Hope everyone had a good Christmas, and I wish everyone a happy New Year. Hashtag Cap drinks. Hashtag Sam drinks. That's a half shot each, then I guess. So definitely do that up. Good to see you, Fleet Paw. Sorry, I don't know why I missed that. Sorry. But Fleet Paw, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It really does. Yeah. Makes all of the difference. All the difference.
Love how he just yells at me in the chat. You forgot me, Foley.
Fair way of reminding him. Also, let's do you want to read out the poll results so far? The Christmas poll?
I read that when you were gone.
Okie dokie, never mind.
Read it again. That's fine. Did you have a nice Christmas? Yes, it was great. 38%. It was okay. Thanks for asking. 41%. Didn't do anything special. It was okay. 15%. And not so great. 6%. Which is sad because not earlier the not so great was at 5%. So I don't like that people are having not so great Christmases.
Yeah, and the it's okay and was great was swapped.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it's still I mean I think most of us would be happy at school to get a C. In a lot of our, so I'm a C or a B is.
I lived on C's. I just squeaked by every time. Just did enough to pass. And I didn't care.
Well, I mean that's what I realized later on in schooling. It's like the subjects that don't matter really don't matter. They're just there to make a scorecard, and they're not worth putting the time into. Some of them. It's just do.
This is life advice from the commander, guys. Pay attention. Don't put any effort into certain class.
Don't put extra effort.
Oh.
Well, I mean, not to say French isn't useful, but I just couldn't get French. I just couldn't. But things like woodworking, unless you have a specific expertise in woodworking or food technology, these things, the way they teach you is not useful. Like I remember in food, how to make shepherd's pie. It's like great, but maybe go like actually teaching cooking rather than like let's make a pizza. With most of the ingredients that just the way they did it was bad.
Home economics.
And so who the fuck cares if you fail on that? Whereas things like, and even math to a certain extent don't matter in a grand scheme. You're never going to use any of the high end stuff. It's weird. There's a real lack of real world education in education. It's bizarrely lacking. I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
I'd think if you redesigned the system, you'd have like, I mean, I don't know what year, but a course on banking, mortgages, home ownership. This is our home ownership 101. First year, we're going to look at all the technical stuff. Second year, how to replace light bulbs, how to replace faucets, like the whole,
I was going to say that's like shop class, how to replace faucets and shit.
Yeah, but very specific to home stuff, the most basic stuff in the home that then you just know how to do.
It should also be taxes and how to get a mortgage and how to finance a car.
What not to buy.
Should be like yeah.
What?
God damn it.
The
education system needs to change. Trekyards says so.
I quite liked algebra because it was an interesting concept, but it's just not useful.
Algebra. All math is bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate math.
So it's like that time would be better spent. And even like the idea of the exercise classes, I remember, I speak to your experience, I guess, in the 80s, but like, you never what they made you do wasn't about enjoying what you were doing, it was about, oh god, it's P now, I've got to do X, Y, and Z, and then quickly get out of it. Like, it was never to engage your mind and working to enjoy what you're doing. It's just about doing this part of the curriculum.
I mean, I always considered gym and stuff like that to be more of a free class, essentially. You could have some fun, not work your brain necessarily. I hated math. I hated a lot of different classes. My favorite was history. So I mean, shows you how weird I am. But yeah, everybody has their own thing, and gym was just a way to kind of either get out of the school and go outside, or just kind of chill and get hit in the face with a foot volleyball or something.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but if you think if they would introduce you to maybe cycling, I enjoy cycling for the most part.
But then you got to think of the cost involved with that. Either you have to get the students to bring all their own bikes, or the school has to invest in a fleet of bikes to take everybody biking.
£100 per student. You only do one class a day. You need 40 bikes. You pay it once, and you.
And not get to keep the bike.
No, God no.
For the next, you get to keep the bike.
No. You it's one bike for every class. You wipe it down between classes, and then say 40 or 50 bikes, and then one class a day. You just.
But the problem is you need different heights for different bikes, so we adjust your shit all the time.
Yeah, but that stuff moves though. I mean, the seats.
Yeah, but.
You gotta work to an average though. Or you have like 10 high, 10 low, 10 medium, 10 sweet chariot. You know. Don't know if you got a reference. I don't know. I just feel like there's certain things like you just. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, see, JB, that's why I deliberately said getting hit in the face with a volleyball instead of just by a ball. I don't like getting hit in the face with balls, but I'm not saying I won't do that to somebody else.
I personally super enjoyed. I super
too much drinking. What?
Well, no, too little drinking. That's what super chats are for. So super chat now. But I really enjoyed dodgeball. Dodgeball was always the one where they had nothing to teach us. Do dodgeball it was like it's really freaking fun. But I was fast and tall and relatively strong, like in the grand scheme of the class. I was weedy, but I had certain good abilities, so I was able to do pretty well. I was always in like the top 25% of dodgeball. And I'll tell you one brief. Can
you dodge a wrench? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. The same.
Yeah, one hurts way more. It's dodgeball. Yeah. That's a stupid movie. I'll tell you one thing I'm quite proud of. So I always avoided sports day. I actively tried to not do it, and even I remember because I had some health problems when I was younger. It wasn't exactly good for me in the way they did it. So I was able to sort of get out of it for the most part most years. And one year I was roped and doing not hurdles. Is hurdles jumping over the... Yeah, hurdles. And I was like, it's the only thing I'm going to do, fine. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, I know I'm fast, I know I'm tall, there's my advantage. But I was looked down upon by all sports people because I wasn't a sports person. They knew me not as that, just some guy. And I remember I was next to these three really good athletes. Like proper, one wasn't, but two were really good. I hadn't prepped, I hadn't stretched, I was doing this for the sake of it. And then they said 3, 2, 1, go. And I was as fast as the best guy. I completely matched him, beat by beat. I got second place by like an absolute hair. Like not even like that difficult. Completely destroyed the other two. Like we both did. And I remember like I was surprised everyone's faces. I remember it was like, the hell does this come from? I was like, yeah, I'm really fast. What do you want? I'm tall. I remember I don't remember necessarily all that, but I remember at the end then they did an awards and they called up the awards. We won because it was a multiple team thing, and our team won. I was one of, because I did the relay as well, and I helped win that, and I did the relay, and I think part one of that, and I got in theory the award for we won the team thing, and I remember they called out, and now for whatever house I was in, sportsman number 1, sportsman number 2, cool guy number 1, and Samuel.
Yeah.
And it's just like, and Samuel. It was just really funny to me because I could match them. And then I'll tell you the second story. This one I'm really proud of because this was when I think it was the last sports day we ever did, but at that point I was like not even bothering. I was in sixth form, so you can kind of ignore it. But I was filming stuff. I was doing my web series. I was doing filming for the school. I had my camera, and I was in. It was a hot day. I was in jeans, shirt, was filming stuff because it was the end of your video. And I was sort of Mr. Cocky like a little bit because I know I'm fast, etc. And so I was at the relay and I was gonna film it, and so my gut said just run, because this is like the top team. And so these relay guys, I mean they're about a year younger, fine, and they start running, and I'm with a camera in jeans, start running with them, and I completely keep up with them.
It's like that. It's like that video where like it's like the runner running like this, and the camera guy's like right beside me. Keeps looking at him like, what the start running faster.
Oh, yeah. And I'm running backwards as well.
Yeah,
Literally,
exactly.
and it's a
Sideways or
really,
backwards,
it's a
yeah.
really good clip, and I can tell, like, the fuck is this? We're doing our hardest. He's just literally running backwards in jeans, and they're both in shorts. I'm just like, and obviously everyone's watching. It's the big thing. Like everyone's watching me beat them all, and like at least keep up with them. And it's like, what the hell is this guy doing? And I was like, yes. That was a good
shit.
day.
Eric Martin says, "Oh, it's $20. I was asleep. I just woke up. Have a shot." Thank you,
Hey,
Eric.
good morning.
Who, or both of us? All right, fine.
Yeah.
Down to this now. This was like the devil's head.
So those are my couple of proud school sports stories I always remember.
It's great. I don't have any. I hated running because I always got shin splints and cramps.
Shin
Even when I was
splints? What's that?
You know, when I was in like shape, when you run and you get like, it's like almost like a cramp down by your ankle, just above your ankle at the front. It feels really painful. And my saying throughout life, I have 3 fears in life: math, the dentist, and running. Those are the things I hate to do. I hate running, I hate math, and I hate the dentist. So yeah, that's even when I was in shape, and I was in shape. I was a wiry kid. I was skinny as a rail till I was like 34. And so yeah, I mean, even back then I couldn't do that shit. So, but yes, I'll have a shot. Eric, thank you so much.
Yeah, my problem with it was distance. I remember we did a very like chill run around or jog around the Olympic track. You know, not really, but then the relay track. And it was a whole pretty much like it was like we've got nothing to teach you today, so just 2 classes just run around it. And I remember I fucking hated it, but 60 of us, we started going, and I'm like, it's just dumb. And so I just start sprinting, and I sprint about half of the entire track, and I'm beating everybody by a long way, and I just stop. Well, in about a half hour I throw up because I've just like overexerted myself so much, I wasn't used to it, and I'm just like dead for the rest of the day. I'm really like I'm a power sprinter. I can't do distance, and I was trying to do distance, and it just didn't work. So I just really can't achieve that. Yeah.
All right, we're at 98. We're at 98 likes, guys. I want 2 more likes to get to 100, but actually now the goal is 120. So hit that like button if you haven't. Let's get up to 120. Super chats are going great, guys. Keep this going. We're having a good afternoon. We still got another like 2 hours or so.
Dad's gonna pop in a bit later now because they're doing food. So yeah, they'll pop in at some point. I was want to read Plantine or Plante's comment about algebra. I poo-pooed algebra.
Yeah. No, it's not. She says she uses it daily. How come? That's how you compare prices at the grocery store. And a million other monetary things. Calculus and some other things aren't useful in day-to-day life. Well, they also said back in the day, you won't have a calculator with you 24/7. Well, bitches. Screw you guys. I'm going home. I have a calculator with me all the time, so I didn't need to take math, and I was right. So,
yeah. I don't know why you do algebra for the grocery store. I know you Americans have pathetic add tax after, which is the most stupid thing in the world.
Not for groceries. At least, in Canada here, if it's a necessity like milk, bread, anything that's a necessity, there's no tax. If it's a frivolity,
oh really?
Yeah, if it's a frivolity like junk food, then yes, there's tax on it. But only one of the taxes instead of both the HST and the GST. It's bullshit. But anyway, and some states have no tax, so you can't say the states all have tax because they don't. Some states don't have any tax.
Why do they not have sales tax? That seems odd.
Because some of them just don't have sales tax.
Yes, dumbest thing in the world to have to quote up. I know you get used to it, but it's still dumb. Just include it. I mean, you live in a state, they don't change very often. Just
but
put it in
how much you buy. If you just include it, you're paying a lot more in the long run, because it's not the total that they're tacking the tax onto; it's the individual item, which adds up a lot quicker. So, would you rather pay a lot more and have it tacked on when you might not necessarily have to pay that much, or would you rather it be equaled out by having it the total of everything you buy, which is it's silly, but that's how it works.
So you're saying 20% of $10 twice is less money than 20% of $20.
Yes. Not necessarily in that order, and I don't understand it myself, but that's the way that's why they don't tax things individually. That's why they tax the total amount. Just trust me. And we've had this argument every time you come here about taxes and tipping, and I don't want to get into it because it's just the way it is.
So you're saying by that logic, if you buy 2 candy bars, you're saving money compared to 1, even though each one has...
Somebody in the chat, please explain this to him, because I don't understand how to explain it.
Even though each item is individually taxed extra. That's the whole point. It's $2.50 with tax, it's 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why that would be different. Sure, it's the same percentage of percent.
I know it is. I don't understand it myself, but that's how it was explained to me. And I don't understand math. I think that was one of my fears, math, running, and the dentist. So I'm not going to get into it because I don't understand it. I just accept it because it's just the way it is. And yes, you get used to it. You don't even think about it.
I know. We just have a better system here. It's called pay what you owe.
Oh my God. JB, $5. You're not kooky, Sam. You're cockings. Or you're not cocky. You're cockings.
Cookings.
The essence of cock. Hashtag Sam drink. Wow.
Kook.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, JB. You're crazy.
Yes. Each state is different. West Virginia taxes your food. Ohio doesn't. It depends on the food or the restaurant here. Like I said, if it's a necessity, like something that's essential for life, like I said, milk or bread or whatever, there's no tax on it. It's fucking stupid. It is what it is. America is the only explanation needed. There you go. Perfect. 10% of $10 is $1. 10% of $20 is $2. Yes, Whiskey Trek. Yes.
But you're buying 2 items. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Because you're buying 2 of it. So you're buying 2 times $10, which is $2, or together. That's the whole Stuart's point. You're not buying 2 different items. It's the same item times 2. So it'll be the same tax.
I don't know what my point is. So it was explained to me why taxes, because I said the same thing when I was a kid. Like, it doesn't make sense, but it apparently does in the grand scheme of things.
Well, they just say that so you accept it. I mean, they just say that so you pay it. But you got no choice anyway. It's like normal taxes. You just got to pay it. I mean, you can't fight it.
We have free healthcare because of taxes, so I really don't give a shit. So there you go. Marco Van Osh.
Sure.
€20.
Oh.
Hi, Captain. How are you doing? Have a full shot. Cheers. Jesus Christ. All right. Thank you, Marco.
No hi to me. No hi to... Okay. Well, he loves
he doesn't like you because you're harping on about tax.
Well, everyone does hate taxes. Let's be fair. That is a universal.
Eric Martin, $20. How's the booze and the cold medicine working together? LOL. Yeah, no shit. Also, I never challenged a superior officer at math, but the superior officer doesn't know nothing about math. That's why I have a science division. Do my math. So there's a shot for Marco. I guess Eric wants us both to have a shot.
That's how that works.
Marco Van Osh puts in another €20 and says, "Hi, Commander. How are you doing?
Good.
Have a full shot. Cheers." Well, there you go. So that's
okay.
I need to get another one apparently.
That was a bad one. But thank you.
Alright, there we go. So cheers. Thank you, Marco Van Osh.
Yes. Always appreciated.
They should tax toilet paper because everybody should be using it.
Yeah.
There's no tax on toilet paper.
I thought we VAT'd everything in the UK. That's kind of the point, it's just a blanket.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Anyway, I'm not going to talk about tax again, just for this fucking live. So if anybody brings it up, I'm done.
Yes.
It's a new topic. Can somebody change my uniform for me? Because I'm getting sick of wearing this one.
Yeah, or mine. Because this collar is, like, weird. But I do have my present Blu-rays. If you want to see what I got this year.
Sure.
I haven't opened everything yet. Because that's the great advantage I say every year of... if you ask for $6 Blu-rays, they might get you more than one, which is great. So it's a good way of doing it. So yeah, so I got a whole section from my mum, my dad. I haven't got Marie's yet, but all Marie's families yet, and my grandma. So this is in no particular order. From my dad, Unbreakable in 4K.
Nice.
Have you seen Unbreakable?
Yes.
Do you like Unbreakable?
Yes.
Good man. Yeah, and this is one of those ones where it wasn't the biggest budget film in the world, so it'd probably be quite grainy, but just very, very. I remember being very filmic. So, and very weird. I mean, you know, what's his called? Bruce Willis. I mean, he's just such a non-actor in this. Like, it's all this like inner angst.
He's like an everyman.
Yeah, but I mean, Samuel Jackson's such an unusual performance with his big ass afro and just very like unusual. The whole
Comic supervillain without being the comic supervillain.
Yep. And some really, it's very pacing is very strange, and the kid is creepy, but it is good. And yeah, 4K, really happy to have 4K. I've wanted this for like 2.5 years, but I always put it on a list and no one ever gets it for me. Bad Boys 3. Don't know if you're a Bad Boys. I assume you're a Bad Boys fan.
I haven't seen Bad Boys 3 though.
It's good. Yeah, it keeps all the life of the first two. I remember the first scene they include someone from the old films. And it was very satisfying because they carried it through. Not the same director, but has a lot of visual style. I mean, Martin's obviously a bit fatter than he used to be, 15 years ago. But I mean, they right back in the role. It's fun. The ending's like the whole last act is unusual, but I enjoyed it. It's a more faithful third than you often get, and that's what you need from Bad Boys. Just another Bad Boys with an emotional core, which is always important for these films. And I rewatched the previous two, but yeah, I enjoyed this one, and the music's really good. And they got the B team, which do a good job being like a secondary. So yeah. I enjoyed it. Even though they've been out for a while, I didn't want to get the box set. I asked for Star Wars 4 in 4K. And this sort of film does wonders for 4K-ing because of all the...
Star Wars A New Hope?
Star Wars 4, yes.
No, it was never 4. It was never A New Hope until...
Yes, true.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. I mean, this sort of thing, the miniature work, I mean, that is when you see all the details you can ever see. And I'm really excited to re-watch this. I mean, just a good film. And in 4K, best you're ever going to get it. Good stuff. And I put all 6 of the Star Wars on my list, so they got me these 2. So hey, the 2 you should get really if you're gonna get a 6 of all the 6. So yeah, and I think that's pretty good artwork. I like the style. It's minimalist but full.
Yeah, it's a nice cover for sure.
Yeah. And then I got a Con Air for my grandma. It's not necessarily a guilty pleasure film. It's not a great film, but it's an enjoyable film. And it's one of those like really old Blu-rays with the old style. Like, look, we're in high def. Look. It always makes me laugh.
Cyrus the Virus.
Yeah. And John Malkovich before I even knew who he was. So, and then Gravity, Sandra Bullock. And,
I have that in 3D. That's fucking great in 3D.
I would imagine so. I love how George Clooney's in it, and he's like starring. Yeah, he's in it. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, how many seconds of payday did he get for that? But it's still great effects, and I mean, all of it was fake. Like, I mean, obviously, but like it's such a broad world of like fake real. Again, I asked the cheap ones from Grandma because Million Ways to Die in the West.
Ooh, awesome! Can't go wrong with that.
I enjoy it. It's got a lot of fun stuff to it, and the chemistry between these people is great. And Seth's such a likable, affable chap, and
Charlize Theron. Oh my god, I love her so much.
I was wondering what I should ask for. I was like, Back to the Future, his cameo. Okay, this film.
Yeah.
Like, we'll rehire him for 44 seconds of screen time. It's great.
I think that's Seth's DeLorean too.
No.
They're using that. Yeah, I think so. That's why I wanted to add it because it's like I want to get my car in something or something.
It makes it canon.
There you go. Yeah.
Screen used real DeLorean. Proposal, which actually we watched it recently. Really good. Better than I remember it being. It's more nuanced, and they're both playing kind of off characters a bit. And boy, look how young he looks. It's like a baby. It's like a baby.
And Sandra Bullock. Ooh.
It's surprisingly well. Like the scripting is very tight on that. What I've not seen before, Point Break, one of Keanu's first films. I know it's meant to be good, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be weird and stylized, but I thought, hey,
it's a product of its time for sure.
Yes, like Top Gun.
Yes.
And then I pre-ordered this for myself in July. Then it got delayed month after month after month after month, and it arrived 2 weeks ago.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know if you've seen it, but The One, this is the collector's re-release. Jet Li.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
Not a great film, but I enjoy it. Make sense?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Me too.
But yeah, Jet Li's pretty awesome. So
He's like the less charismatic Jackie Chan, which is ironic because he speaks better English, so he can actually talk to people, but he's less charismatic somehow.
he's funny in the Expendables too. So
Yeah,
the Expendables movies. So yeah.
but it's a really good sci-fi concept in an action movie. But looking at special features they did for the re-release, that is a chunky boy set of special features, and that's why I get the Blu-rays to kind of have the extra stuff. It's a nice collector's edition. It looks nice, but yeah, like 5 months late. But hey, right for Christmas, I guess. So yeah, that's my my Blu-ray haul so far. Any thoughts?
It's less 4Ks than I expected, honestly. But no, I mean those are all really good. The proposal I probably wouldn't get. Other than that, though, yeah, I'd add those to the collection.
Yeah, well, 4Ks are 4 times the price if you're cheap Blu-rays, or like 3 times the price. Because 4Ks are about £19, £25. Blu-rays are between sort of 4 and 12. So I'd rather get 3 older cool ones than 1 new one from grandma, sort of thing. So
Yeah.
is the logic. But yeah, the 4Ks are like, they're always satisfying. Like, that is the best it's ever gonna look. So yeah, that's my Christmas haul.
That's awesome.
What did you get then, apart from the helmet?
The Mandalorian helmet. I got a new attachment for my webcam. If you notice, it's a little bit higher and angled down because it's actually attached to the desk now instead of being on a flimsy little tripod back there behind the monitor.
Ooh, I didn't? That's interesting. You should take a picture so I can see it. Cool.
Yeah, hold on a second here. I'll get a picture of the side too. It's a really cool mounting one that Sylvia got. What else did I get? I got a book about basically this cartoon pug. I got some Borg cube-shaped soap from Sylvia's sister.
Good.
What else did I get? I got a really cool Captain Kirk mug, which is like the uniform with the Delta, and Sylvia got the Spock version. And on mine, the handle is curved. On hers, the handle is pointed, like a Vulcaneer. So that's kind of cool.
That's nice.
Like I said, we didn't do too many gifts this year, so. We got some bed sheets and stuff for the new bed, the king size bed. Nothing really frivolous and fun. So.
Well, that's always the risk, isn't it, for Christmas? You either get 1 or 2 big presents, which are really meaningful and expensive, and then say, and unwrapped everything, or a couple of smaller things. It's like there is, you can't best of both worlds, it really.
Yeah, here I'll send you those pictures of this.
Thanks.
Camera stand.
And this is Jericho says, got Spider-Man 4Ks. Yeah, I've got the they were on Marie's list with the first 2 Spider-Man. I think they'd look nice. I mean, I want to get all the 4Ks at some point because I definitely want to support the medium. And I'm really, some people said to me, "Oh, 4Ks will never last." Yeah, but it's the best medium. And especially as you like preserve films and rescan them, it's such a good thing to do. All right, let's have a look then. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, before it was just this. It was just this. This fucking flimsy aluminum. Which
I remember it.
I had to put really close together to fit on the desk, and it's very. So with the washing or the washer being right there, chance there could get bumped or fall off. This is actually securely fastened to the desk now, so much better.
I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's weird to see such
Practical stuff.
Yeah, but practical's so useful though.
Hence practical. Yes. I like to have the 4K and 3D version, says this Jericho. Yeah, I just like the 3D collection, so. yeah, I didn't ask for any 3D movies this year. I do have a few on my Amazon wish list though. Just that they're hard to find. Sometimes you got to get other countries. So
I was gonna say, how many do they even make anymore? I mean, it's not really a medium.
they still make them for different countries.
Oh, interesting.
So
Really?
they're hard to find. They're hard to track down. Some that should be available aren't. Like you can't get Bumblebee in 3D, even though it was in 3D in theaters. And you also can't get Deadpool 2 in 3D, even though I saw it in 3D in the theaters. And that first scene where he explodes and you see like his finger come up to the camera. And then, so I want those in 3D, but apparently they don't make them in 3D, which is fucking stupid. If they're in the theater in 3D, they should be available in 3D. It's that simple.
Well, especially they're filmed in 3D, which is like, they probably weren't, let's be fair, but that's a lot of extra work to do.
Bumblebee and Deadpool 2 were filmed in 3D, from what I know.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Damn, they must have been right at that craze. 'Cause that is a very much more expensive setup to do. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, Bumblebee, I guess it might have had some 3D. I can't really think of too many things with 3D, but I just like 3D for the depth. Not that. Actually, yeah, I mean, yeah, you can't even see 3D films in the cinema. They don't really do showings. No one makes them anymore.
Not anymore, really. No.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because.
But we had it for a good, what, 10 years, 15.
Wow, yeah, the real 3D stuff that it was called was pretty big for a while, but
I wonder if actually, sort of last thing on that, I wonder if Cameron will say Avatar 2 in 3D, because that was the biggest part of 1, like to give the extra scope.
oh, it better be.
I would assume
That was great in theaters, and I have the 3D Blu-ray, and it is phenomenal. Like it actually has 3D, you know.
I think that was still the best 3D implication I ever saw. It was,
Yeah.
but he kind of invented it. But mainstream, but he is such a monolith of technology and of filmic. So if he said, "Oh, we're doing it in 3D, you have to show it in 3D," I imagine the studios might say, "Oh, this is a good time to get back on the bandwagon." He might be able to like reinvent the genre. Because I really enjoyed Titanic in 3D, even though it was a fully digital re-release. It was good. It added something. It was surprising. And it sucks the 3D. You gotta rotoscope everything. It freaking sucks. But the movie's made. Like it's just like going through every frame and relayering it. But it does like the raw stuff. So they don't add anything new, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Planty says Trekyards. Well, at Samuel, show us the setup pic. So she wants to see the setup
Hey,
of my.
if you're happy for me to show it,
Yeah, I'm happy to see that. Yeah.
Sure.
JB, $5. Have you pre-ordered the Cerritos from Eagle Moss yet? Looking forward to a review when it finally comes out. #CapDrink. Pre-ordered. They sponsor the channel, so they send stuff generally. I haven't got anything from Eagle Moss in months.
Yeah, let's not say that because that's not been for a while.
I know.
Probably a year and a half.
I'm in communication with them, and they said, yeah, there was apparently a shipment sent out. It's like, oh, really? To who? Because I fucking didn't get it. Anyway, that's another story altogether. But yes, I do want to review that at some point. So stay tuned. But I'll take a drink. Thank you.
I pre-ordered all that shit. I spent like $250, well, $300 at that point. Because I wanted to get the Stargate stuff, the Discovery A, because it's a good ship. They did a good job with that. And the Cerritos. So I put some money in and I got it.
Lappy is here. Are you guys drunk yet? I mean, I'm definitely feeling it. Mixed with my, cold medication. I mean, I'm awesome right now.
Nice and chill.
Good to see you, Blap. Love you, man. We gotta hang out soon.
This is his new setup. It kind of looks like R2D2's.
Yeah, it does actually.
Like basically exactly like that. Let's be honest. That's fun.
Sebastian, aka Space Daddy,
Hey,
gives
good to
him
see
10
you.
euros.
Good to see you, man.
#both drink. This is just a regular drink each. Cap, have you seen Long Shot with Theron? What are your thoughts on Henry Cavill doing Highlander? Seen The Witcher? 4K is a waste of money, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Well, there you go.
Damn.
Well, let's address all these in turn. I have not seen Long Shot with Theron, but I would definitely be up for it. I've heard about it, and I want to see it. What are your thoughts on Henry Cavill doing Highlander? I fucking love it. Highlander is one of my favorite movies and franchises, even though they really fucked up number 2. But they kind of made up for it with number 3. And anyway, it's a long story. But I really love, as long as Christopher Lambert has a cameo in it, I'll be happy. And I think him as Highlander would be awesome. Henry Cavill. Have I seen Witcher? Yes, I just finished watching Witcher season 2. Can't wait for season 3. I love the fact that he loves The Witcher. He's read all the novels. He's played all the games. He's a huge geek, and he's been correcting people on set about certain things, which is great. And
if only Trek was like that.
Yeah, exactly. And he's even into Warhammer 40K. He paints his own little miniatures and stuff. Like he's a total. I love that about Henry Cavill.
It really breaks some people's mind. It was like he's really freaking hot, like classic man hot.
I got a man crush on Henry Cavill. Hashtag would not say no. That's all I'm saying.
Hashtag Geralt for life. No, well, he's a very. I wouldn't. Is he flexible as an actor? I mean, his role in Superman, Geralt, and Mission Impossible are all very different, so I guess he's flexible. I wouldn't call him the most flexible. But you can tell he just enjoys what he does. He wants to give it his all. Yeah. He would have been the best James Bond. I mean, he's absolutely perfect casting for James Bond, but people don't want a straight white classic male character who's just a strong, positive role model. They're like, let's not do that. But he'd be perfect. I mean, that's top tier casting, really. It'd be too obvious, what else could you bring, I guess? I didn't know he was in Highlander. Yeah, I buy it, sure. No problem with that. I hope we're back as Superman, although he's not good as Superman. That's because the scripts are bad. It's not his fault. But he's great as Geralt, which is ironic, doesn't say very much. But I'm going to watch the second season over New Year's. It's one of our big objectives, me and Marie, because she's here in 2 days. And season 1 was really good. And spoilers for season 1 of Witcher. Hold your ears. But the revelation of the misaligned timeline was a phenomenal reveal. That takes a lot of thought and planning, and then rewatching it, we watched it again like 3 months ago just in preparation. Like you totally watch it differently when you understand all of the context. Nothing's a mystery. It totally changes how you watch it, because it's like, well, because if the characters don't age, which none of them do, give or take, the main ones, none of the wizards or witches, they can over 40 years, and there's. Well, yeah. Where's take place? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Just them fighting people. It's great. It's really clever. Yeah.
I'm definitely down for a Highlander reboot I always say this as long as it's done correctly, and I think they will do that because it's definitely a franchise that needs some extra love after the fact that they basically butchered it with a few of the movies they did, and the fact that he's interested in that. I know he's a fan of it, and he's also really good at sword fighting. Like his sword fighting in The Witcher is so great because it's not over dramatic, it's not showy. It's exactly how a fucking sword fight would be. 1-2 hits, done. It's none of this flashy boom, 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 back and forth. So I love that. As a swordsman, I really appreciate seeing that because that's how it is. Because the saying is, if you're in a sword fight for more than 30 seconds, chances are you're gonna fucking lose because the guy you're fighting is just as good as you, if not better. So it should be 1, 2, 3 hits, you're done. There's fists involved, there's kicking involved. That's what sword fights are. They're not just clank, 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 back and forth like a lightsaber battle. So I absolutely love The Witcher for that.
Well, especially with the big broadswords, like you're putting a lot of physical strength into those moves. You're blunt forcing people. It ain't about the big lots and lots of fights. It's about brute forcing your way through. And the Witcher man is very tall and very strong. He's not, and the fact that he can wield a massive sword with that much speed is because he's so strong.
Yeah, he's a mutant.
Yeah, well, exactly.
He's a genetically altered mutant. So.
Whereas you look at thinner swords, more like katanas, and you can be much more nimble with them. It's a very, very different style because they're so weightless in comparison.
Yes. I've been trained with fencing, medieval broadsword, and kendo.
Very different.
All different. Very different styles.
Yeah.
I prefer broadsword just because it's so versatile with the double edges, but kendo with the katana is very efficient. Fencing is very flashy and showy, but it's also very stabby.
Well, fencing is not a fighting style; it's a play fighting style.
Well, it also is a fighting style, depending on the kind of sword you're using.
But who could it win against? I feel like every other style could beat it just by pure...
No, actually, thrusting is very difficult to block and to defend against.
Well, yeah.
So if you got a broadsword and you're fighting somebody with a saber, you might be screwed, because if they thrust, there's very few blocks you can do with a broadsword that will actually be effective. So trust me, I trained in sword fighting for years. I haven't been doing it for a while now, so I'm kind of rusty. But yeah,
this is a very diverse Drunkyards discussion-wise, isn't it?
That's what they should be. It's just us hanging out, right?
It really is, yeah. That's really interesting. Say something about that. I don't know, but yes,
Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, throws in €5.
The other cider. God damn, that was a quickly drank one. Goodness.
With Scottish French accent or without, doesn't matter. I love the way Christopher Lambert played that role, and how he had, like, even the one cop in the beginning says, "You got a funny accent, Nash. Where you from?" Lots of different places, because he's literally lived centuries, so his accent isn't anything specific. It's a mashup, which I think is great. So if Henry Cavill can pull that off, yes. Viggo Mortensen is an excellent swordsman. Watch Alestra, #capturing. Yeah, I actually shared a thing last night on the Trekyards page, as well as my personal Facebook page, of this swordsman who analyzes sword fights in movies like Star Wars and stuff. And he talks about the benefits of the bat'leth, because a lot of people rip the bat'leth apart, saying that with the concave, cutting edge, how it wouldn't work, it would pinch, and it just wouldn't work. And he says, no, actually, when you look at historical weapons, especially against specific armors, the bat'leth is very effective. It would be better if it had, like, just one handhold instead of 3. It would also be better if it was a little bit longer. But he goes into how effective the bat'leth is. It's a cool sci-fi design, but you got to take into account Klingon biology, Klingon armor, the purpose of the weapon. Obviously, it's not good for mounted combat, like on a horse. It's ground based. So all these experts over the years that have said the bat'leth is not a good design, he kind of shoots it down and says, no, it literally is. And this guy is a swordsman, and I really love his channel. He does some really great analysis of sword fights. So yeah, if you have to check that out, go check it. It's on the Trekyards page. It's also on my personal Facebook page. So cheers.
I find with a lot of those things, a lot of different experts say different things because they all have some sort of predication.
They got an agenda.
But also, if you like X, Y, or Z, you'll see it a different way.
Yes.
Like, every blade in the hands of an expert could win, right? Against the standard opponent. If you've trained a billion years on it, whatever. Now, but no weapon is going to be to best suited just an average walkabout. And certain bat'leth is a weird one, but it's the amount of brute force in that blade. I mean, that thing can really take other blades to town. I mean, fencing blade with a bat'leth. I mean, that is just like freaking, literally a stick.
The bat'leth is very effective at blocking.
Yeah.
Especially when you hold it like cupped in your arm, like, so you can block a lot. Like, it's actually a very efficient weapon. Planty is saying, I see no one telling me it's safe. No love in this chat. What do you mean?
Witcher spoilers. It's all good. Come back.
Oh, come back. I'll just tell her. Hold on.
There you go. You did it.
Sergeant Montgomery, $10.
Oh, thank you.
Hope y'all had a great holiday. Dealer's choice on the half shots. Have you seen the Halo live action trailer on Paramount Plus? I'm super excited for some Master Chief. I would use a battle axe. Yes, I have seen it. I'm excited for it as well. And that made me think, actually, Telltale Games is doing Star Trek Resurgence.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Telltale.
Ex-Telltale.
Yes, but they're also doing a Expanse game as well. And now that I'm like halfway through season 5, I'm like, that could be interesting. So I'm excited for that also. But yes, I have seen the Halo Chief, or the Halo.
Briefly, as you brought me onto it, I'm proud to say that the Starship Resurgence team, we were the very first reaction video the official Resurgence Twitter posted. Not retweeted, posted. So they liked our first reaction enough to post it. And even though other people had done it before us, we weren't right on the money. We weren't that day. And see, we were, they obviously like what we said. Didn't matter who we are, don't know. There look forward to. Okay, if they want to give us a review copy, I will thoroughly enjoy. Well, unless it's crap, I'll thoroughly enjoy playing through it, and I'd love to talk about it more. Oh my God, Matt Bowman is here after 2 hours and 19 minutes.
But he has a real life and real job, though.
I know, but you know, drunk. But yes,
Trekyards is your job too, Matt. God damn it.
but no, that trailer did look good. I was impressed by the CGI. I mean, the chief. You haven't played the game, so you haven't got the same emotional connection.
No, I really want to get into them though, but I want to. Yeah, I gotta get into them. They're Xbox exclusives, though, aren't they?
I know, yeah.
I do have an Xbox 360.
Well, now they're on PC. I mean, you can play the whole
or an
collection.
Xbox One. Sorry.
I mean, you can play the whole collection on PC. Oh yeah, maybe we could stream the co-op. That could be kind of fun. We could stream the co-op campaigns, Stuart. That could be kind of fun. Because I really enjoy. I mean, the Halo games are really fun, and they've all been remastered, so they don't look as old as they did in the 90s or the 2000s. It did look good. I mean, Chief is a classic, strong hero archetype. You don't change that. You just run with it, and it looks like they might be doing it finally. Because he was in Forward Unto Dawn, and they did fine, but they weren't quite as strong. But you just have to embrace the fact that he's a giant, 8-foot tall superhuman that can kill everybody. But it's the story within that. It's like Luke Skywalker. He's an unbeatable Force Jedi. That's fine. You know he's gonna win. It's how you play the story, you know. So yeah.
Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, throws in €5. My voice is getting worse, but I'm feeling my alcohol. Anyway, he says fencing uses rapiers, etc. Kendo, katanas, different swords require different styles. Hashtag Sam Drink. Yes, you're absolutely right. Like I said, medieval broadsword's kind of my jam. I love the hand and a half broadsword. That's kind of my weapon of choice. Just because it is very versatile and it's big. It's heavy. It definitely gives you a workout, but it's also heavy. Like a hit will be detrimental. Kendo or like the katanas and like we could talk about. I could do a whole live about sword fighting if you really wanted, because I do need to still do a live on my swords. But yeah, anyway, yes, different styles for sure. That's why I did take classes in all of them back when I was like in my 20s, and yeah, I do have some scars to prove it as well. So yeah, I really want to get back into that. So it's good. It's a good workout for sure.
I would imagine.
Ooh, Matt had a bad night. Didn't fall asleep until 7 this morning.
Oh.
And did take advantage of it and did some work on the cargo sled.
Ah.
That makes Sam happy.
It does.
But did you do any work on Project TriStar, Matt? No, you didn't.
What is that? Ooh.
You'll never know. That's me and Matt's little secret.
Oh my goodness. What? 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 What a twist!
What a twist! Don't worry, he's not taking time away from your projects. Don't worry.
Well, it's not even my projects. Client work. I wish he was working on my projects. He's not. He's working on my client's projects.
Matt, you're just digging your hole deeper. Or we are. We're digging your hole deeper.
The thing is, when he does quality work,
yeah, it's Matt Boardman.
The fucker gets wanted. You know?
Exactly.
Ah.
Anyway, 112 likes. We're still not at the 120 sweet spot yet. 8 more likes, guys. Hit that like button if you're just joining us. This has been really fun. We've been on for 2 hours and 23 minutes.
Doesn't feel it.
I'm having a great time. I'm hanging out.
Yeah.
My voice is a little raw, but
doing right.
do I sound like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being I sound like myself, 10 being I sound like 40 packs a day lady from beyond? Where am I sitting?
Solid 5. You're you, but with a croaky voice, but not bad. Pretty good.
Oh, okay, good.
So I'm just getting this poll. I want to do another poll briefly. So it was, did you have a nice Christmas? 40% yes was great, which is great. That came back around. I'm happy about that. 36% was okay. 15% didn't do anything, and 9% not so great. So I'm sorry for everyone, but hopefully at least 76% had a great time. So yay. But I would, I'm gonna do another poll though. Would you guys watch and super chat, because it does take a certain amount to do these lives? Watching me and Stuart play Halo and co-op, because I would certainly jump back in and do that with you. And we could probably do on easy to kind of get through the campaign. It's more about the story than the gameplay at that point, isn't it? It's about like experiencing the experience, not rather than like, wow, it took 4 hours to beat one mission, Stuart. Like, that's not why we'd do it, really.
I can't wait for Resurgence because I'm definitely going to be live streaming that. So
I think we'll both do it separately and like have just like they'll be really fun to watch. Just the different experiences will be really enjoyable.
Yeah. Excuse me. All right. Well, what are we talking about next? Give us a topic, guys. And how it's changing uniforms. I'm wearing this stupid wrap forever. I feel like a burrito.
Oh, I love burritos.
Everyone loves burritos.
I make good burritos, which does help.
Does that mean you want to eat me, Samuel? Because I'm wrapped like a burrito.
I mean, I never don't want to.
Oh, see? Whoa, the truth comes out when we're drinking.
The truth always comes out.
My face is numb. My cheeks are numb, so that's a good sign that I'm starting to feel alcohol.
Alcohol.
Stuart is at lunch lady levels of horse. Oh. Just call it gravel and say you meant it to happen. Yes. Matt says I'm clearing my plate so I can do some Project TriStar. Sweet. And sometime in the new year, I'd love to do a live with you guys. Yes, we'd love to have you on, Matt. That'd be awesome. Great discussion, actually.
You give us Picard spoilers. So Matt, tell us about the new Starships. Give us the scoop.
Live on air, yeah. I'm just changing my L cars because that's what I do.
So how many new ships from Picard, Matt? Tell us. The answer is. Can you imagine the
exclusive? Yes, and Matt would get fired and be blacklisted in the industry.
Yeah. Speaking
hashtag said too much. All right.
Hashtag Sam Drink. We're getting a third kind of side because I just ripped through that one.
Well, go for it. Yep. We'll get it. Sebastian.
And I want 120 likes.
I'm still waiting for 7 more. Yeah. I'll harp on them when you're gone. Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, €5. What goes for Chuck Norris goes for Klingons. They are a weapon. Hashtag like Spike. Hashtag Sam Drink. Well, he's gonna go get a drink so he can fulfill that wish. That's super chat. Matt Borman is saying, hi, Skeleton Hands brother. Yes. It could be an interesting live. It would go viral pretty much, but unfortunately it would go viral. And it would be bad for you, Matt. But thank you for joining us. We love you, Matt. I love you, especially. Me and Matt have a deep connection. We love all things Top Gun and multiple other things. So, yeah, Matt's a good guy to know. So, guys, hit that like button if you haven't. We need 6 more likes. Only 6 people. I don't know if Matt's hit like yet, but Matt, moderator, likes help, of course. So if you can hit like, I'd appreciate it. Anyone else that has not hit that like button yet, give it a hit. Or a tap, or a nudge, or a caress, or a stroke, or a flick, 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 flick. Hit that like button, but only once. You don't have to do it multiple times because then it just goes off and on, off and on, off and on, off and on. So when is the Lower Decks interview out? Listen, Jericho, glad you asked. That's something for Samuel. When he gets back, we'll ask him. Listen, Jericho, it is just Picard after all, he says. Yes, but season 2 and season 3 are what we've been waiting for, apparently, according to legacy people like Doug Drexler, Michael Okuda. It's what we've been looking for. It's what we should have got for season 1. So I would say stay tuned to Picard. Sebastian says, talking about Top Gun shouldn't be long now till it's released. Release date is set for May 27th, 2022, sorry. When it was 2020, it's fucking 2 years left. Fuck you and your Top Gun bullshit. No, I want to see Top Gun 2, and it is going to be on May 27th of 2022, which is great because May 28th is my birthday. So a day before my birthday is Top Gun 2, and Top Gun is one of my favorite movies. So that definitely makes me happy. And yes, Penny Benjamin does play a big role in it as well, played by the awesome Jennifer Connelly. So, ooh, Matt Boardman. That's a fantastic super chat, sir. Mwah. Who do you want to change uniforms? Myself or the commander? For $50, you definitely deserve a uniform change for sure. So, sorry, Nick. 'Tis the holiday season. Things get switched up a bit. Knowing what I know about, this is what Matt says. Knowing what I know about season 2 and season 3 of Picard, I can confirm what Doug, Mike, and Denise have been saying. That it is worth the wait. It is what we've been waiting for all along. Good to know, Matt. Good to know. Definitely happy to hear that. And looking forward to it. Because as you guys know, Picard is not one of our favorites. It might even be worse than Discovery. So I'm going to actually change the cell cars again. Let's go with this one. Sure, we'll go with that one. Admit it, you guys love my L cars in the background. You can't say you don't. Well, you can't say you don't, but you'd be lying. So yes, May 27th, 2022 will be Top Gun Maverick, and should be great. Should be great. Again, Matt, I don't know if you want me to say this, but I don't care. Matt also worked on Top Gun Maverick, so he's seen the movie, and he says it's good. Everybody that's seen it really enjoys it. So, but considering it's 2 years late, or been supposed to be released 2 years ago, it had better be goddamn perfect, is what I tell him. So, it is what it is. Looks like Samuel's hooking up another webcam, which means his dad might be here. And Matt says, oh, hold on. So Matt Boardman, Samuel, throws in for $50 and says, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you both.
Oh my
Two of my
God.
favorite people in the verse.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Matt. And he says, I think I'd like to see Stuart change, since I think you have some really cool ones we don't see too often.
Fair points.
So you want me to pick?
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Matt.
Perfect timing, because I have to go pee. To TMI, I don't care.
Third cider. Yep. Ah. Yeah.
Yes, John Doe, we are still drinking.
Hey, you guys
John
make
Doe
us drink.
says,
So.
Played fucking VR with my kids for an hour and you're still drinking. Yes.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with VR, man. VR is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I never really had. I have one experience with VR. I'd love to have like a proper one, because it just.
You need to come over to
I
my
know.
place sometime. I got so many VR experiences, like X-Wing and Bridge Crew and stuff you should try out, dude. Love them.
I know.
All right, I'm going to go change. I'll be back.
Take over and say hi.
Entertain the truth.
Yes. Hi guys, how is it going? I did a poll. Halo. Ha. Guys, do vote, because 31 people is not a strong enough sample size. Would you watch us do a Halo co-op live? Because we started to make super chats for it to be worth it, because otherwise we'll do a Trek topic and be fine. So I need to kind of get a sense of metric for that. So please do vote in the poll. But Matt, I think as a present back to you, and therefore to the fans, I will show off a Trek Shorts. How does one... Okay, I can do multiple. Okay, I will show off some Trek Shorts visual effects. Well, I don't know when I finish them, but some stuff never before seen. Well, I'll put a couple in to kind of give a fun vibe, but some Trek Shorts visual effects that people haven't seen yet, as a little present to you all. Let's pick a couple, and that's a happy Christmas to you then, Matt, and everyone to enjoy. Let's see, there's so many different things I could show. Okay. Try and pick interesting. Well, non-spoiler ones. Ooh, okay. Now that one's full of spoilers. That one is full of spoilers. Gosh, and so many of them are like so many hours of work. Okay, that one. So these are all my little Christmas present to you all. Okay, that's okay. There we go. That's a cool one. Right. So will this? Okay. Right. So, so so these are all some Trek shorts. Visual effects. Please do enjoy. Merry Christmas, Matt. Here's some effects work for Trek shorts. Showing what I've been doing for the last, 17 months? Just the Sailor class from the... I think this is from a new film. Just trying to deconstruct where these things are from, eh? Yeah, please comment what you think of the shots in the comments. And a pretty different that's all. Pretty different variety. Let us know what you think. All made by me. Matt Baldwin did the phenomenal retexture job of the Enterprise. I did the Doomsday Machine. My friend David did the Defiant. I did the Scout Ship. That was me, which that took a whole day. And the Bug I converted. Yeah, let us know what you think of the space effects, and if you can pinpoint which short they're. Which short they're from. Let me know. Oh, and the Intrepid's a combo of work, but look how detailed that E is. Because I was very keen to incorporate. My friend of mine did an interior pass, which means every window has a room. And look at that. Yeah, I think that's not quite. I think I have to tease you a little bit more. I think that's not quite enough. How can I add some more? I don't know what you guys think. I'm very proud of the work I've done on Trek shorts, and I've certainly put a lot of work in. Okay, I don't want to spoil those, but I've done a ton of. Let's throw in one from the. Let's throw in. You know what? I'll be. This is Christmas, right? This is Christmas. Let me throw in a Cerritos one, which I've only shown in picture form. I already did that one. God, so many spoilers in this. Okay, that one I'll show. That's a really fun one. It's like, how many things do you spoil? Goodness. Ooh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna. Okay, there's a whole lot of spoilers in there. There's potential spoilers. So have a look. Notice Jericho. So there you go. This is enhanced selection. Well, let me pause and.
I look beautiful. You can admit it.
Big and bold and red. So I was
saying I'm Santa. Call me fat.
So yeah, I was showing some. I was giving my present to Matt Ballman was some visual effects because $50 is super generous. So and I put in a few more. So I'm gonna play them, and if you wanna let me know what you think of them as well, because none of these have really been seen before, apart from the few I've just shown. So obviously you'll have to catch up on the live. But so here's a enhanced set of effects from Trek shorts. There's some more in the selection from more shorts I've even announced, and there's like 2 that are actually spoilers. So, ha 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 ha.
Yes.
So let me know what you think. One and all.
They're always impressive.
Well, hopefully thematically good too. And yeah, the Doomsday one is weird, but it's the scale of these items. These objects are so giant.
Ooh, it's Sayer glass.
Yes. Yeah, and that Cerritos one, man, that was a render. That was a render wave of rendering. You can talk, Stuart. I'm just saying, Dad's here, so you can talk for a minute.
Oh. What if I don't want to talk? What if I'm watching things and being all impressed and shit?
He's very smart in his outfit.
So, guys, yeah.
Give you a half pip for the lols. Actually, we'll give you 2 half pips and see if... Oh, damn it. Damn it, it's not...
Oh, it's muted. It's not muted. Oh, my God, I know what's happening. Yes. Paul Contos. Paul Contos puts in $10. Love the animations. Keep up the fantastic work, Trekyards. Well, thank you. That's all directed at Samuel. He is the mastermind behind the renders. So, thank you. Dun, 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 dun. Nice looking Cerritos. So greetings and happy holidays to the Trekyards crew. Thank you. Tologia 12. Don't worry, Samuel's still here, but yeah. Samuel, tell your dad to smile. He looks miserable. There we go. That's better. Oh my goodness. 122 likes, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get up to 130. That's 8 more likes. We can do it. 8 more likes. All right. So Samuel, they can see your dad, but they can't see you. Aye. All right, so yeah, I got to see some Trek shorts render work, which is awesome.
Alright, Dad's back, and I pre-prepped him a drink. He didn't know. Ha 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 ha. Yes, you get your own camera and everything. Doesn't really get your own headphones, but yeah, I know.
Hello, Ambassador, sir.
But he can't. We'll have a drink. Don't let the. Well, now I guess now the hashtag ambassador drink.
He's got the Trekyards mug as well.
Right,
Can't go wrong.
So what do people say about the animations? Not much.
They were garbage, and there's a nice looking Cerritos.
And they should be hauled away as garbage, is what you mean.
No, they loved it. JB, $10. Would Father Cockings care to know, or care to have a drink? If not, then have a shot.
Oh my God.
Whoever. I will have half a shot, even though I'm sure he'll have a drink, but I want to have another.
I don't know if Dad does shots. That's a whole different ball game. Don't know why the change of contrast. But look, Stuart, he's in costume now.
What do you mean costume? It's my clothes.
Wait, I bring that down a bit.
I'm working.
Card maneuver it, Dad. Card maneuver.
I just popped in.
And look, I did double black pips because he's unique.
That's right.
He's an ambassador.
He is, exactly.
Yes, I'm just busy negotiating a possible peace treaty between the Empire and Alderaan. At the moment, the Death Star is orbiting the planet, and they're threatening to blow it up. And so my job is to try and stop that from happening.
Well,
you think they're there for a blockade, do you?
Yeah, it's like 7 billion lives riding on it, so that's why I can only pop in for a few minutes because I've got to get back, and just in case this guy called Darth
Vander,
Sidious,
Darth Lando, what?
Darth Vader. That's right, Darth Vader.
Darth Jar Jar.
Yeah, he's
Dumpings,
kind of an aggressive negotiator.
Yeah, we call him a dick in the world. But the thing is, but what if the fans super chat?
That's why my throat's so sore.
Yeah, just choking.
You're looking very smart.
Well,
Captain Foley, good to see you. Still in
Good to see you
harness.
too, sir.
Good to see the disciplinary action didn't deprive you of your command. Or we're not supposed to mention that.
No.
Well, you know, I'm privy to all sorts of goings on.
Indeed.
So you've been at this for a while now, haven't you?
2 hours and 45 minutes. Yes. This is the way. Oh, I should probably do that then. Sorry.
Are you on Earth at the moment? Oh, cool.
No, I'm
This is
on
a new one as well.
Kavanaugh.
Oh, okay. I was asking how's the Christmas festivities taking place back at home.
They are going well.
But Stuart's feeling under the weather though. He's doing a very good job considering.
Apparently Father Christmas doesn't get this far out into space. We're like 120 parsecs away, and I think he's pretty pooped just nipping around the Earth in 24 hours and seeing 7 billion people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm underdressed now. Dad's looking smart. You've got a bloody helmet, which really I mean, we said it before. It does really match that.
I think it's the best I've ever seen Stuart.
I also have.
Don't take it off.
And he's so emotive.
Hold on. I gotta get something.
No, Blaposphere. That is ambassador. He has no formal rank.
Trekyards Mandalorian.
Interesting crossover.
Melissa Jericho says, "Why would the ambassador be in uniform?"
Because I'm a man of many faces, man of many uniforms, man of many roles, and this current role requires it. So, yeah, the Empire is very, very much into uniforms. Have you ever seen some of the uniforms?
Which Empire?
The Darth Vader's Empire.
Oh, I thought you meant Terran Empire every time you said it.
No.
Oh, that's very off.
No, they're very much into uniforms. They won't speak to you unless you're wearing some kind of uniform.
Ah, right. Yes, that makes sense.
It's true.
So how's that one feel? It's the first time you've worn it in a good few months. Many months, actually. How do you think it looks?
Yeah, well, it's better than some of my civilian outfits.
They're not always designed for sitting. I always found that they're not always designed for sitting so much, which is annoying.
No, they're not. They bunch up funny and.
Yeah. But in fairness, that is. I mean, Kim and Tuvok, they always stand. There isn't many people on the bridge that sit, so.
Exactly. Yeah.
What do you think of the cider?
It's very nice.
Strawberries and cream.
Yes, if I was on the bridge right now, I'd be doing a Riker maneuver, where I put my leg up on the console.
No, I don't want to see that.
I'll tell you that. I know I've told Stuart, and I know Dad was there, but for the fans, it was amazing when we filmed the Trek short where you played, we won't say who yet, and the Defiant short, which is the one where Keeley is on the Defiant, and it's about war and whatever. That sounds so casual. I was in TNG costume because I came from another ship that hadn't swapped over to Voyager uniform yet. He was in Voyager and Nim was in Voyager. No, you were in TNG. And first take, first action, I Picard maneuvered because it felt natural. I'm like, holy shit, that was an organic thing I really had to do to make the uniform look good. And I was like, oh, this is real. Living what they live.
That's why they're not costumes, are they? If you wear them long enough, they become clothes.
Yeah.
So I always think of my Earth-style early 21st century clothes as being more of a costume, which I have to wear when I time travel back to the to meet up with Gary 7, because obviously we're trying to save. You know, the Earth needs a lot of saving back in the early.
We were just talking about him the other day.
Early 20. I forget 21st century. I'm temporarily dyslexic.
Sebastian, aka Space Daddy, throws in €5 and says, Eve, hail Caesar. I drink to honor Bacchus.
Or Dionysus.
What's your favorite quote? Advice from Marcus Aurelius. Hashtag Admiral Drink or Ambassador Drink.
On the ball he is.
That's an interesting question, but Marcus Aurelius had when I died officially in the Roman period, Marcus Aurelius was about 15. So I remember what the last thing he said. One of the last things he ever said to me was, "Thank you for the British hunting dogs I gave him for a birthday present." I'm not very good at quotes, but Marcus Aurelius had a lot going for him, except of course he agreed to have his son succeed him, which was his biggest mistake, and he should have known better.
Kind of suck. So.
Oh, Samuel's not too bad.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. I forgot you were just. Oh shit! It should be quiet now.
Interesting news. I actually had an official DNA test done some time ago, and my mum has just had one done, and we are actually related. So it's official.
That's good news.
For the last 58 years, I've taken it on faith that she's my mother, but now the DNA test results say we have 50% matched DNA, which means she's either my parent or my child. We now have to decide which one. Again, could have had an accident in a time machine, so she could be my child.
Time traveling shenanigans.
It is a kind of interesting feeling because of course you spend all your life taking on faith someone's your mother, and then you actually have hard evidence. It's actually kind of a little different feeling. But the surprise was that she has less Scottish DNA than I do, which she should really have more, given her family is a Scottish family. So we're not too sure where that extra Scottish DNA got in. I've got 27% Scottish DNA, so that's the same as people born in the lowlands of Scotland. Quite pleased with that, so I'm going to be practicing my Scotty accent. You cannot change the laws of physics.
Oh, it's funny you mention that. I was doing some recording with my Trek Shorts actors today, and I had to give the other half of the conversation, and it was with Nick, so I did all my screen reads with a Scottish accent. And they didn't comment once about it, which means it was great or so bad they didn't want to comment about it. I'll take the former.
Let's see. We got Paul Contos with $5. What is
Thanks,
the ambassador's favorite ship?
Boom.
Ooh, that's a leading question, isn't it?
I'm going to swap uniform then, because I feel very out. I'm too in the future, you know. I feel too away from you guys, you know. I'm gonna go change uniform.
Feels like you're from a shitty series.
What?
Seems like you're from a shitty series.
No, it's true. Okay.
Well,
so far anyway.
We've discussed this many times, but for me, your first love is the strongest. And as I actually posted recently on one of Doug Drexler's posts, the original Enterprise from the 1960s has got to be my favourite in terms of the one I love, because it made a very big impression on me as a child, and that's my fantasy. Not so much Invisible Friends, but they were my family when I was growing up. But if I was going to serve on any ship that was exploring the galaxy and I wanted a nice ride, I'd pick the Galaxy class.
That's what I say every time too, yeah.
I love the decor. It's so homely. But in terms of the sleekness of it, I love Rick Sternbach's Intrepid class. That's one hell of a design.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many good ships in the original Star Trek, shall we say. When the ships were the stars of the series, they put a lot of care and attention to designing them. So, not had so many good ships recently to fall in love with, but who knows? We can always live in hope, can't we?
Yes, yeah, that's true. And yes, Blaposphere, someone did say Caesar. That's a whole long story between Blappy and me. But anyway, moving on. Good old gamer says the only good Caesar is the salad. LOL.
Well, I had this.
Some ladies might not agree with you.
Very smart.
Oh, he has to upstage us.
I know.
Be in the correct timeline, but with the dress uniform. Okay, I see how it is. I'm casual. I'm wearing just the vest. You got the official duty uniform on, and he's all fancy.
Well, I mean, this is a party now, and no one's really well, we've all dressed up to the occasion, but yes, whatever to wear this one. So,
well, may as well take a picture of us.
Oh dear, what is
just
going on?
For my own fans.
But not his only fans, just his own fans.
Since we're all looking very smart.
The horror.
Too bad I can't be there. I would love to.
Have you got my Christmas card yet? I sent it by Subspace Radio.
Not yet.
We dematerialised it, sent it by Subspace Radio, and the other side is supposed to rematerialise it, which saves on all the several months it would have to go through real space.
Thanks, Cosmo.
I'm going to get pissy about that then.
I don't know if it was actually that one. Pass me the little thing next to the antibacterial, the white thing. That thing, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Good job. Yeah. Hey, they look good if you retailer them and have the shoulder
Well,
pads.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, you get to say it in person.
And a happier New Year. That's what I've been saying to people. Happier.
Thank you. Same to you. JB, $10.
Thank you.
After doing some gene
Booze.
testing and
Right.
family tree work with one of my dad's cousins,
Finished
I
it.
found out
Oh.
that one of our ancestors is the
Actually,
second, or 20,
Have a look, Orange?
23rd chieftain
Well,
of a clan McDougal.
ah.
there you go.
Hashtag ambassador drink. That is awesome.
Now
JB.
drink.
Well, I'm descended from the Humes. From the borderlands, Berwick-on-Tweed, the Humes of Wedderburn. And they were refugees from the 1066 Norman invasion. So my ancestor fought at Cospatrick fought at Battle of Hastings, then fled to Scotland and got political asylum. Then 20 years later, 14 years later, he was enticed back by William the Bastard, with promises he'll restore his lands and treat him well. Then he executed him. Son of a bitch, really. But fortunately, he had some children by then. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
So the interesting thing is, if you ever liked the series Blackadder, do you like the series Blackadder with Rowan Atkinson? Blackadder is actually one of the branches of our family. The Humes of Blackadder or the Humes of Whiteadder. There are two rivers on the borders. So I always laugh when I see Blackadder because I think that's my family. I do look a bit like Rowan Atkinson on a good day. Shame I don't really. I could make a lot of money, couldn't I? Having a rubber face like his, I could do celebrity, go to weddings and parties and things like that and pretend to be him. Why can't there be a famous actor like me? It'd be really good, wouldn't it? Just make money by just turning up.
Exactly, yeah.
Imagine if I looked like Jason Momoa, my old mate Momoa. Gosh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
I mean, it's a bit of a start.
Well, he wears a wig. Well, he did wear a wig
Wow.
for doing Stargate Atlantis.
Wow.
Hey, we're all into cross-dressing franchises here, so.
I thought we're very consistent right now. We're all exactly.
Do you know what? I was even going to do a stint as Uhura. I even got the largest
Oh, I remember this. Oh no.
largest dress that she wore,
Oh,
and
I
I
remember
still
this.
couldn't fit into it. I got a black wig, and I still couldn't fit into it.
That vodka hit him hard real quick, didn't it?
So I wore the wig, and I looked like a rock star. So that was good, but I just couldn't get into the dress. I got to lose a lot of weight. So that's as a big incentive, so I can get into Uhura's skirts.
That's the incentive, is it? That's the incentive.
So, well, you just heard it here first, guys. The ambassador wants to get into Uhura's skirt. Take that as you will.
Well, her dress.
Well, it depends on how much is that worth in terms of a donation to Trekyards. $1,000 for me to lose weight and then dress up as Uhura.
Well, I was thinking the other way, but never mind.
No,
Be quiet.
we're too innocent.
Yes.
Hey,
Innocent.
JB and Matt Baldwin love Blackadder. Real freaking good.
Yep.
Real freaking good. Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
So no, because of it was a long time ago, I should still not have that much Scottish ancestry because it would have been diluted over like 25 odd generations. So it somehow got back into my family line somehow, and I don't know where.
Confusing.
Unless some woman in my immediate ancestry, excluding my mum, because I know I'm descended from her, but either a grandmother or a great grandmother on my father or mother's side was not entirely honest about who the father of their child was. And there's this brawny Scotsman from Aberdeen or Glasgow.
Aberdeen.
Yeah, so my sister's going to get a test as well. So unfortunately, my dad can't because he's passed on. So.
Yeah, please stop hitting the table.
Oh, sorry, I was just.
I know, it just makes
I was
everything
chilling
vibrate.
out to the. I was listening to the subspace music playing in my other ear.
That's okay. Ash asks, do you have a cunning plan?
I have several cunning plans.
Well, there's cunning as a person who recently went to Cunning Town University. It says
The one
Central
that-
University.
Professor Cunning from Cunning University in Cunninglyngus, Scotland.
No, we don't. No. Cunning Academy, Starfleet Academy. It's the separate side branch. We've got to cunningly defeat the Kobashi Maru or some such.
Oh, I don't know, really. I just wouldn't sit the test. That would be my cunning plan, to get out sitting the test altogether.
You can't fail if you don't try.
I'd get someone else to do it for me.
Well, then you'll still get that score, though, surely.
True. But then I could fake the scores.
Well, then just being Kirk.
Yes.
Now you're copying.
The good old Kirk, not the more recent Kirk.
Yeah, weird. Although you saw his Saturday Night Live sketch.
My cunning plan
Oh.
is to publish a book this year.
We've got 4 days.
Well, sorry, next year.
You heard that here first, guys. 2023, 4 days to post a book.
I'm already in I'm already in 2022. I did a slingshot around the sun to get here.
I'm very much.
Cough drops. Sore throat.
Now, not to start a can of worms. Does the ambassador? Does the admiral have any uniforms that she can wear? From the at least from the stomach up are appropriate.
The only costume she would have would be her Beta Z wedding uniform.
Cool. Oh, see, again, I'm too innocent to understand that at first.
You're in the wrong place, man.
Oh yeah, we had this discussion. We put a bounty of $200 and we'll both go to a Beta Z wedding right now.
All right, that's
because luckily the cameras are placed that it wouldn't be the worst in the world. Although worse because you're here now.
That's why I get on so well as a negotiator, because everyone knows I'm as innocent as a newborn baby, so they know I'm not capable of any kind of deception or lies.
Oh,
as
Jamal!
A lot of Earthers are.
Oh, JB, you're all doing so much, dear me.
Stephen Burnside puts in 20 pounds.
Oh, wow, thank you.
That's a lot.
It is.
Merry Christmas. Let us hope Paramount CBS don't make it an unhappy New Year for areas that aren't North America again. Liking the rendering of the criminally underappreciated Norway class and the channel. Every success. Thank you very much, Stephen. I will definitely have a drink for
PH
that.
as well.
That is
Thank you. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed working with the Norway. I mean, the Norway is a very flat ship, but if you do it properly, it can look great. I think people...
better than the Steamrunner class. I hate the Steamrunner.
Oh, I've done some work with her now. I might convert you.
I like the name Norway. That's a cool name for a class of ship.
Yeah,
I think
Steamrunner class. I always think like steampunk. Imagine going in there to the engineering room and there's like brass knobs and brass copper piping everywhere.
Oh, a bit like Star Trek 2009 engine room.
That's concrete
that's
and
concrete.
like
cinder blocks.
Yeah,
The famous cinder blocks of bullshit.
They've got some very well-paid creative talent working on these productions, and you have to wonder.
Sorry, creative?
Don't you?
Sorry, talent?
Well, they have theoretically.
Well paid is true, but
there's no talent here.
It's almost as if they thought, we're going to stick 2 fingers up at Star Trek fans because we know this is going to piss them off. There's no reason for it to be there except to annoy people. Hey ho. Just before coming, I watched an episode of TNG. It was on while I was making a Roman boot, as you do. And it was one where Moriarty re-emerges from the holodeck.
I haven't seen that for a while. Yeah.
And it ends, well, the spoilers, I'm sure everyone's seen it. That they actually they re-engineer the holodeck that they're on. He thinks he's put them in a holodeck simulation. They realise that, so they rejig the holodeck simulation to put him in a holodeck situation. So he thinks he's escaped the ship in a shuttle with his lady love. And the storytelling on that was so impeccable. The pacing. You thought, if they could produce an episode like that now, they'll be laughing. And that's not even my favourite episode. No. I'm just looking at the quality of it. It's just outstanding.
It's a good one, yes. Discovery's getting better, though, so...
Yeah. Well, it's better because it's so far in the future, it doesn't really matter anymore, does it, in a sense? Well,
exactly, yeah.
And yeah, they can reference the past, which is nice.
And it helps when the lead actor can emote, as opposed to being a stoic, emotionless person. Yeah, I quite look forward to watching Discovery now, which I never thought I would say.
Yeah, that you would have choked yourself out.
I won't necessarily watch them again, but I'm looking forward to watching.
Yeah.
I mean, you watched them. I mean, I watched them twice. You watched them more. I mean, would you go back and rewatch them? I say a 4th time. I mean, are they this season? Is it like?
What Discovery?
I mean Stuart.
Oh, Stuart.
Yeah, I'll rewatch everything again. I'll even watch season 1 again, just because there's some really good stuff in season 1. At least for me, Tilly's really great in season 1. So.
Sometimes, as with films, if they do trilogies or quadrilogies, or whatever you call it, the 4, sometimes the 3rd film, which was originally going to be the last film, is made better by the 4th film because then it becomes part of a journey towards something, and you have a nice conclusion.
Yep.
And we just watched the Matrix
We
first
did.
Matrix
did.
films back to back, and boy,
Night by night.
the second and third one really holds up very well. When you watch the third one after the second one immediately, and it's one film, it's actually well thought out. And I've come to a whole new appreciation of the storytelling. I mean, it's the same with Dune.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Dune is cut in half, so it does end on a sort of a climax. But I'm sure it'd be much better.
I haven't seen the new one yet.
That's definitely a good cinema experience. You wouldn't get the same enjoyment in the.
It helps if you've read the book, because then you can fill in all the blanks, because it's a big book, and you can't cover it except in a mini TV series, really.
Well, when we watched the first Dune, I came away with a pretty negative interpretation. Then Dad ends up like explaining half the plot. It's like, oh, that makes more sense. I wish it was in the film.
Yes,
Because if it's not in the film, it's not canon to the film, which means that's not what they told us. Like, oh, he is the Messiah. Oh, he's not. No, the film says he was, but he's not. That doesn't matter. The film says he was. And you had all the best plot points, and then we watched deleted scenes, and they explained some of the stuff. And I was like, this was important! More important than the milk, the cat getting milked.
Well,
Delete that scene!
That's the producers and the studios for you, isn't it? When they mess around with people's
There's
vision.
Pug in the original Dune, which is awesome.
Subtle Pug, yeah. But the first one's not a good film.
It's being held by Jean-Luc Picard as he's like firing a weapon. That's amazing.
And then he has long hair, which you never see in anything, which is pretty fantastic. But the new one is just a far superior told story. It understands what it is much better, and can relay that. But I mean, confidence of having a 6-hour filmic experience. It's like you couldn't tell Lord of the Rings in 2 hours. You just couldn't. End of story. But you can over either 6 hours or 9 hours, depending which version.
It's a bit like the Trekyards series, really. It needed to last for at least 7 years to get a full character development. You know, 7 seasons of Trekyards.
And here we are.
We're getting there. We are certainly getting there. Definitely doesn't feel like 7 years, I'll say that.
It doesn't, no. It feels a lot shorter.
4, I'd say, probably.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Although
134 likes, guys. 6 more likes. Let's get to 140.
Although
Sorry.
when you lose a year and a half from pandemic, and that just kind of does kind of skew scales a little bit. 'Cause it was 5, and then it became 7. Because we all sort of stayed inside.
Yeah. Let's see. Liz Jericho says he's not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
Yeah.
Isn't that gold when you can develop a piece of art which creates a phrase that lives forever in people's memory like that? That's ace, really, isn't it?
Like thrusting nipples of power.
What one's that from?
It's Trekyards. That's a Samuel quote.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh, cool.
It was a Lower Decks episode.
That needs to be on a T-shirt, really, doesn't it?
That's what we've been saying for a
Have
for a
some
while now. Yeah.
nipples here and then have it along the bottom.
It was it's great because you can go back and find it. It's the Gorn one when they go to the Gorn wedding.
That said,
And I mention it, and I don't know why. I don't remember the context, but I say it
You
totally
said
seriously.
you'd like a Gorn crew member who's a scientist or works in the lab, and he's got like a lab coat on and thrusting Gorn nipples of power. Just like, "Grr."
I'm so deadpan and serious, and then everything just stops for like 10 minutes in the review as everyone just breaks down.
But that said, my Roman officer's armour does have thrusting nipples of power.
Oh, yeah.
There are nice,
That's
little red copper
Yeah.
nipples that stick out from the bronze, so they stand out
Oh, dear me.
and they project. They're
must
small.
be cold out.
They're small but firm. Small but firm.
Goodness. Well,
Oh my goodness.
speaking of, you're a Roman in the Long Way From Home, weren't you? It's a famous Roman with many views.
Yeah, that's on my LinkedIn page. It's one of my photos.
Yeah.
So when people go to my professional LinkedIn page, they see me as a Roman. I see I'm doing the same thing. That's what Eva says. Every Roman's a centurion, whether or not they're a legionary or a legate.
Yeah, 55,000 people have seen that.
Cool.
That's
Not
very-
my thrusting nipples of power, though. Just my thrusting sword of power.
Well, yeah.
Sounds even worse.
That does sound
You know, that was
Your
that was
innocent mind.
There was some criticism that the fight scenes were kind of slow. But as I pointed out to people, I actually had a real sword with a live blade, working in a slippery forest, if I'd slipped, I could have actually cut someone or actually stabbed someone. So it's different when you're actually working with a stunt sword that's made of aluminium. But even then, you get blunt trauma from that. But I tend to be very authentic, so all my swords are sharp.
Why not just that, but learn the choreography on the day. I did have in mind, but it wasn't like it was trained.
When I first went to her in rehearsals, I scared the bejeebers out of her because she can look really fierce.
Well, as an actor, when do you face a real full metal and everything's chinking and being strong? Well, as I said to you, I did joke about bringing you back as a Roman character, with more lines probably, but
I am an actor. I can project. I am not Spock.
Subtlety. Oh yeah, say I like science.
I like science.
Nah, he said it better.
Fascinating, Captain.
Oh dear.
Yeah, one of my childhood heroes was Spock. Wanted to be like Spock when I was young.
So did my brother Steve. He was a big Spock fanatic.
Because Spock was the character for all those awkward boys who couldn't really relate emotionally to the world. That was our hero because he got by and was respected and was unemotional or appeared to be less emotional.
Okay, someone's having an interesting play. They're saying, JB, I love the Ambassador's work in The Shining. Deborah Grady was a truly terrible character, and the Ambassador was the only one that can pull him off. Because apparently you like this guy, which
on the rare occasions I shaved my moustache off,
which I've never seen in my entire life.
No, because this is my disguise. You see, my moustache. No one recognises me.
Well, no eyebrows. Obviously, you have to do a lot of
yeah,
hair removal, but yeah,
cool.
Definitely so. And I did do a poll though. 12 minutes ago. The Ambassador's here. Do you actually know who he is? 82% yes, love the Ambassador.
That's very nice.
3% love Stuart and Sam as a duo. 15% who is he?
Exactly.
That's resounding. That's very good.
And that's how I like to keep it, on a need-to-know basis.
What, 82% need to know apparently?
Well, you have a very privileged audience here. You see, they know some very, very, very secret information.
I love how the Stuart and Sam duo is only 3% though.
Yeah, possibly insulting a little, but
it's extremely insulting.
Excellent double act.
And actually, we never see even polls that small, do we? Like 3. It's always like 10% or 9%.
No,
that's like one
basically
person.
I was like the supernova that was blinding them to your moon. You see, so
great.
If you remove them from the equation, then they would be able to see you. But I'm too bright at the moment, burning too bright. On this fine Christmassy, festival-y day.
All the things.
But is it fair to say, Stuart, that will probably end in 15 minutes? Round out.
I would say so. Yeah.
So let's aim for another $30. Be very simple.
Yeah, for sure.
And how many likes do you want?
Oh my god! If I don't die. 145 likes would be awesome. So,
there we go.
Yeah, another 7 likes, please. Would be amazing.
30 quatlus for the newcomers.
Yeah.
The newcomer.
Or the old company, really.
Well, I'm the newcomer. 30 quatlus for me.
And of course, as with always, guys, review this Trekyards Drunkyards live stream out of 10. First review score out of 10 for this live, and then out of 10 for the other lives for Drunkyards. So, So, Stuart, what would you give this Drunkyards out of 10 for this one and for the other Drunkyards?
Compared to the other ones, probably a 7.5. It's pretty good. There were pretty good discussions going on. So yeah, it was fun.
I think you should have had some more tinsel in the background, make it more festive.
I mean, costumes. It's pretty festive. Although, Sebastian, just say the Admiral. Where is that? 15 minutes left, Stuart. Can she jump in 15 minutes then?
Admiral.
No, Admiral.
Want to jump on for a minute? We're going to be ending in about 15 minutes, so. We get a sigh.
Very audible. But then you can zoom out, Stuart, and we can do double camera duty.
Well, there's no other chair here, so.
Oh, you've got another chair down there.
Well, it'll be nice to have a full.
I don't.
Really? Well, we don't. Bring a chair from upstairs.
It'd be nice to have a foursome for a few minutes.
Oh.
It's about as long as I can last.
Oh. That's funny. That's funny.
I'm not like a Klingon who's got two.
No.
Double-barreled.
They don't though.
No.
Don't they?
Jamal
I'm sure
Tyler-
I saw it in canon Star Trek that they had
No,
two.
no. That
was
guy.
piercing.
Yeah, that guy had a thing and it made 2 streams.
Jamal Tyler, $10.
Ooh, thank you.
Split this one and hydrate. Oh, you saw
Oh
the
my
real drink?
goodness.
Don't have a real drink.
Lovely. Actual water, my goodness. Shocking.
I don't think she wants to come over here. That's fine. Wouter215 throws in 50 euros. Wow.
Oh my god.
That's fantastic.
Wow, holy
Thank you
shit.
so much. With Star Trek Resurgence being made by the former Telltale people and possibly being canon only has one N, by the way. What game studio
Wow.
would you like to have make a Star Trek in canon game? You got to write the second time with one N. And what genre of game would you like it to be? Hashtag change the Alcars.
Oh, I can't do that. I've only got one.
Change
one.
Alcars.
Oh, sorry.
Honestly, something like Bridge Commander again, I think would be fantastic.
Bridge Commander 2.
Yeah. Who would we want to do it? I don't know. That's a good question. I think Ubisoft did a good job with Bridge Crew. I wish they didn't lose a license and we could
Oh,
create
lost the
more
license
stuff,
to that?
but- Yeah, they don't have the Star Trek license anymore.
Oh, I assume there'd be more expansions or something. Oh man.
There should be. It would be easy to do, but
Damn it, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
My answer, no, I'm very excited for Resurgence. I'm really excited. And I don't know if they only did one interview, but it was on a... Did you watch the interview? They posted about it.
didn't know.
It was good. There was 2 guys, both looked like sort of classical geeks, which was great. And one guy was like super chill about it. It's like, yeah, I've been a Trek fan since I was like 6. And unlike a lot of Discovery people, you bought it. It's like, yeah, I was a Trek fan. We made a new company after we left our old one because it failed a bit. We said, what do we want to do? We'd love to do Trek. We tried. We got a license. Boom. It's like, wow, I'm making Trek. That's so cool. Really good vibe he gave off. And in terms of game, I mean, Bethesda would be fantastic. The Skyrim company, Fallout 3 company, make a really big open world Star Trek game. You could have it be even something like at Starfleet Academy, open world, where you learn to be an officer. A lot of holodeck stuff. So mission 6, the Kobayashi Maru mission, mission 7, the medical mission, and mission 8, and everything's a holodeck, but it still feels, trying to succeed would be kind of fun. And then you do side missions off campus, and you can go into Starfleet Academy building, you can go into the Admiral's offices, you can meet Boothby. It wouldn't be the most exciting game, but the idea would be more of a real Starfleet journey of living that, learning about Starfleet and getting to do all the things. And like I said, you can then do, the simulator. You can have a ship battle, you can have an enduring battle, you can have all the different sets, and that'd be really fun. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you,
and by the
50 is
way,
amazing. Thank you. Amazing.
Melissa Jericho asked us earlier, where is the Mike McMahon interviews we were promised over Christmas?
I had Christmas instead. I'm allowed to have Christmas.
I know, but that was filmed like months ago.
That doesn't mean it was edited months ago.
People don't want to see it, man.
So do I.
Okay.
I mean,
There you go.
do you
We'll
want to work on
it,
Christmas?
I guess. Well, you had months to do it before Christmas. Anyway,
How
moving
long
on.
has the holodeck been in production? It doesn't.
So is that what everything's hinging on?
Nope.
Okay.
I won't play that game with you.
Peter Lukaku, $20.
Oh my god, thank you.
Wishing you all a happy and bountiful holiday. Thank you guys for all you do.
Ah.
Looking forward to future content.
That's very kind. Excellent.
Absolutely.
And back on Prodigy. One more discovery. Back on Prodigy. Exciting. And Prodigy just got good. Like, freaking Chakotay.
I haven't seen that episode.
You have.
I haven't seen Chakotay in it.
No, I'm saying freaking he'll be there soon, I'm sure.
Oh, right. Okay.
You have seen that. We always... I keep you up to date.
Still one discovery behind.
Well, no, you're not, but you've missed one. Yeah, Dad missed one. It didn't matter. Because nothing happened. Because nothing happens in the first 3, really. It's like, number 4 is like, missed it.
I was off on one of my many adventures in time and space, so
Sure.
didn't quite catch that one.
Yeah, it was the one when Greg came back to life, and that I don't know what else.
Oh, they want me to change this all cards. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
There we go.
Is that reading your life signs then?
Yes. Alpha, beta, theta, and delta waves.
Oh,
I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
But guys, any last things? We've got 7 minutes left at the hour, and this the final tally on the poll was 76%. Yes, love the ambassador. 7% love us both because you complained, and 70% who is he? Pretty damn resounding. Good job, everybody.
Yes, it would be better if more people didn't know who I was because it can like cramp my style when I'm going undercover. But hey,
yeah. And guys, I'll say $11 more rounded up, and 4 more likes, and then we'll be happy. And I'm also doing my Picard new one out, which is exciting. And I'm happy to report I'm doing the first filming of Trek Shorts, the new batch, mid-January, and then again late January with Nim. And yes, I'm filming some more new stuff that I hadn't planned to film.
This is the way.
This is the way. And let me send Stuart a vague what it's about, and you'll see his live reaction of what he thinks.
yes, hopefully my film's coming out in a few days. Hopefully, and I'll be able to promote that.
What film is that?
Yeah, you're welcome to say a bit of it, right?
Features me and in my TOS and Samuel in his.
Nope.
Not that one.
Stargate one. You know the Stargate one.
Oh, sorry.
You haven't filmed the other one.
Different film.
We
sorry.
have.
Yes. No, we're running around a Canadian forest again, as we always did in the Stargate series, and I get to be a lieutenant colonel. Or am I a full colonel?
No, full colonel.
Well, full colonel. So it's a mini Stargate film, and we're using mostly original costumes and props from the series.
Well, no. That's completely misrepresenting it.
Well, largely, he didn't say all.
No, he said most.
Well, 2 uniforms.
Which is not the most of it. All of the secondary stuff.
If you take the area they cover, it is.
Oh, sure, but percentage-wise, a very small percentage does.
Well, it depends how you define percentage, Samuel. And what they're looking at on screen, the majority of it is from the series.
Mm-hmm.
This is creative disagreements, you see.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was good. We were carrying around. I was carrying around a deactivated P90 and stuff. The other guy had a replica one. And obviously, we're in a forest where people are walking their dogs. So it always helps. Always helps to have a guy with a camera pointing at you, because then they think, oh well, if they're filming it, it must be okay. Because unlike America or Canada, they're kind of hot on firearms out here. So, and you have armed response vehicles turning up for the smallest of incidents, really. So, it wasn't quite brown trouser time, but we were aware. And then it rained, as it does in Britain, a massive downpour. And we thought we're going to stop the filming and not do the last scene. But then we were walking back to the car, and it sort of like cleared up. We thought, oh no, well, we'll hang around, we'll do the last scene. And it was worth doing. So.
And it was on the best stuff as well. Right, so I'm sending Stuart the tipsy synopsis, so you can see Stuart's live reaction to the new short we're filming on the 17th, something like that. Let's see what Stuart
Okay,
thinks.
hold on.
Well, don't read it out loud.
Obviously.
So we have to fill in the airspace because you can't have dead air.
Oh, you can talk and I'll watch Stuart's face.
He's got such a cute face when he's concentrating. The camera does love you, Stuart. You've got whatever the filters you've got on it makes you look oh so young, smooth skin, all belies your 70 years of age. It's amazing.
Oh my god. Why
Vaseline on the lens.
You certainly turned that compliment into a bad insult. Wow.
How did the Vaseline get on the lens, Stuart?
Oh no.
Oh well, it flies everywhere.
Yes.
Wow, that's gonna be cool actually.
Any non-spoiler teasers that you can think of creatively on the spot?
I am dumb. I will not make us go.
Well, try at least. Jesus Christ, Stuart, come on. That was good.
Well, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not gonna say anything else.
I've written most of it already. and I get to use some of the new stuff. Because he's got a shaved face, so I get to film with young him, which I don't rarely get to do, so it makes sense to kind of film the young stuff first and then film the other stuff later. I kind of want the guy it's obviously targeted at, who we both know, who might give us nice things. I think they'll be very impressed by it and be like, oh, this might equal nice things in the future. Because they'll be like, damn, you did this for us? It's like, well, let's just say I did. Can we get on your show?
Just say I did.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
2 more minutes, guys. We're in the closing. As you know, I'm going to do a timer as well. Oh, and by the way, the episode I K-leshed was The Sound of Thunder, the Ba'ul one. By the way, like 2 hours ago.
Oh, nice. ISFJ 1009, $20. $10 for the captain and $10 for the commander, just because Star Trek is being saved by Trekyards. Oh, fighting Kurtzman is a full-time job.
Too kind. But we do a lot of content. We do try. And we hold them to account if we have to. Because it's important.
We hold them to task, as Mike McMahon and crew say.
Yes.
That'll be in an interview someday that you'll see.
So, one day more.
It's kind of important. We should probably get it before season 3 starts. Say.
Oh, that's such a thing to say. Alright, so 2-minute timer. There you go. The live ends in 2 minutes. Now the last super chat slot is now open. Officially.
Ooh, yeah. ISFJ 1009. Sorry, you didn't get in there. You didn't get in there for the last super chat slot.
If no one else, in 1 minute 40, I mean, that's not, as we know, it's not up to us.
Talking about past interviews, I'd like to see more Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was there for the interview, so I know what he said.
Do you really?
Well, some of it was priceless.
Oh boy, I so wish I had my new cameras for that. It'd be so much.
It was a pretty amazing experience. You got to interview him twice.
I know.
In both his homes.
6K though. Goodness. 1 minute 20, Stuart. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Well, obviously, I'll see you
May
on.
Old acquaintance be forgot. Da 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 da.
I'll see you on.
Supposed to do that if it's going to be New Year's soon.
No, because I'll see you on Thursday the 30th, Stuart, for Discovery. So.
It's true.
Like Marie will be here one day, and I'll see you for an entire day after that. So. I'm on holiday. Bye, Brie. I got Stuart now. But at least I'm here for that, rather than the driving we drove away from Grandma's.
Yep.
So we'll all see you then.
Ooh.
I don't know if we're doing lives during the week, and this has certainly helped our month. But,
yes, thank you guys.
Thank you, massive.
Sergeant Montgomery, $2 with a snipe. So thank you. Last super chat slot is
when they
his
snipe,
right
they shoot, but they always miss. So $2
right.
is like a very small bullet. Sometimes it's like a 20, that's like a big shell, and when they get 50s, it's like a rocket.
Well, people have dropped a few bombshells recently, so very good. Oh. Crash bang wallop.
And we'll do the 10-second countdown, which Stuart has no idea about because it's 37 on. So we're 15 seconds off. So you got to super chat like now. Yeah, for it to think. Okay, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year.
No. Happy pre-New Year. Okay, Sergeant Montgomery, you win. Congratulations. Until then, he's Captain Foley.
He's Commander Calkins and the Ambassador.
No, you took his own.
I am the Ambassador.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Bye, guys.